That's what fucked me up. I read it and I was like, ah, he put them up. And then completely.
Yeah, but I be saying, he be like, yeah, you can put
catch
them up
him.
later.
Yeah, he'll catch him.
And next thing you know, did you put them up?
Did you put him up? No. I'm gonna text him.
I read number 1. I was like, oh yeah, I know what that is.
Okay.
I didn't put your man.
We know we're alive.
Yeah, we good. You want to move it over a little bit?
I just put the light up.
But he didn't always get caught in the feet.
It's a little bit loose in this one. All right, shalom, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
This is Great Milestone of Virginia, as always, to give you the latest news, article, lessons of the spirit and power about Shem Yahushua. But as always, first and foremost, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor due to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Makapadash.
I'm going to say double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who walk these. It's like this is Great Millstone, as always. It's teach us the truth, and of course, when I say double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who walk these the truth. And of course, when I say peace and blessings and salutations to Yakamah that is putting the truth throughout the four corners of the earth, to the best of their abilities, scout out the four corners of the earth. With that, I'm going to say shalom.
Shalom.
All right, man. Like I say, we're going to go with the spirit, but of course, the topic, we're going to start off with, man, it's just about building ourselves up in this truth, man. All right, and we have to understand is, as a matter of fact, yeah, actually, so you can actually do stuff from the top. When it comes in this truth, you know what I'm saying? We're supposed to, like I said, start with the basics. Know what to do, not learn from the truth, and you know what I'm saying. If the Lord's really dealing with you, sometimes the Lord put us through tests, man. And sometimes we say stuff like, whether it be anything, because sometimes we, we like to take a vow. If brothers can get that too, in Ecclesiastes, I think it's 5. Something on top, you know what I'm saying? We make us a vow. We gotta really stand on what we really say in this truth, man, because you never know when the Lord can test us, man. All right, because the Lord can test us in unexpected ways that we never thought it was possible, man. And it could be anything. It could be family, your job, your work, your bills, whatever you go through, man. And the Lord wants to see you if you're able to go through these tests, man, especially about what's to come, because as you can see, the times that we're going through, it's going to be hard, man. So the Lord's going to test us, man, and we got to keep that faith, and we got to keep that integrity, because when you lose, you know what I'm saying, because there are many scriptures about what could happen to us, man, when we follow out this truth, man. Scripture talks about how there could be 7 more legions of demons on you, all right? It could be the fact is that, hey, the worst thing that could happen to you, man, is, you can lose your spirit, man. You can lose this truth, man. We've seen a lot of bug outs, man. Lose the truth over a woman, over being prideful, over not being humble, and showing humility, man. When you read Luke 6, 9 and 62 talks about, putting their hands on the plow and looking back is not for the kingdom, man. And then you won't be that guy. I was watching this movie about, American, with the American Gangster with Denzel Washington, man, and if you actually, pay the, of course we have this truth now, you start to rewatch it, there's a lot of quotes that he be saying is true sometimes, man. For example is, for us, we want to be part of the elect, Lord, when we're number, so we want to be somebody. So he said, you either 2 things, you either somebody or you're nobody, and we definitely don't want to be no nobodies in this truth, man, especially like these 2/3, man. We don't want to be these 2/3, man. We want to be special, but of course, we want to be something. Of course we saying that with humility, and meekness and humbleness, okay, not with prideful, all right, and that's what we're working towards, man. Yeah, go bring it up.
This is backing up the brother, going back to the original point where he spoke about us, being tested, by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, whether that be with family, friends, our job, whatever the case may be. Hey, we're going to go through temptations and tests. Ultimately we have to remain faithful and hold our integrity. But this is Genesis chapter 22, and I started verse 1. It says, and it came to pass after these things that Yahweh did tempt Abraham and said unto him, Abraham, and he said, behold, here I am. And he said, take now thy son, thy only son Isaac, whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which I would tell thee of. Right? So going into the story, Abraham, he was tested to offer up his only begotten son Isaac. All right, which happens to be, Yahweh Shah, you can receive it in the spirit, but ultimately, hey, the Lord had tempted him to see if he was going to sacrifice, Isaac as that sacrificial lamb. And Abraham was going all the way through it, but then the Lord seen that he was faithful, and he told him he didn't have to do it. So hey, those little tests like that, just to see what you're gonna do. Hey, the Lord is gonna put us in those different situations to see how strong our faith is, man.
Yeah, and of course, what I'm saying, offering up his son, that's no light thing, man. Especially in those times, man. You know what I'm saying? That must have been very hard. And then his wife, she was worried about, where basic Isaac was at, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a fruitful thing for especially a woman to go through, man. Like I said, so if she was there with Abraham, she probably would have stopped him. You know what I'm saying? Probably would have itched in his head. Don't do it. Whatever you, this so-called God that you believe in, you know what I'm saying? You just going crazy and you on this religion and doing this stuff like that, man. Yeah. And that's why it's beautiful that the Lord only deals with men, man, because we can see it, man. You know what I'm saying? We look at all these women that our forefathers went through, man, such as Job.
Yeah, it's just true.
You know what I'm saying? Job and Lutz, man. You know what I'm saying? They turned their backs, man. You know what I'm saying? That should give us more evidence that, you know what I'm saying? No matter how much you believe your woman is so-called good in the truth, but eventually, you know what I'm saying? She just, you know what I'm saying? The Lord just not dealing with her, man.
Yeah, she's the weaker
Vessel, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we have to realize, man. And of course, like I said, the Lord gonna show us, man. And the Lord shows us, man. As it says, I'm gonna bring out too, Ecclesiastes 3:1. There's no new thing under the sun, man. You know what I'm saying? So whatever happened to our forefathers is gonna the same thing happen to us, man. But now, you know what I'm saying? The time that we're living in, we have to understand it, man. You know what I'm saying? When we read these things, you know what I'm saying? We just don't read it, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't read it, man. You know what I'm saying? You reading it, but you have to understand it. Just like in Revelations, they that have an ear, let them hear. It's not about hearing, but you have to understand it. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand these scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? These scriptures really apply to our daily lives, man. And if the Lord's really dealing with us, the Lord's going to make us go through these things, man. It's the same thing with chastity, man. Hey, when you be chastening, the Heavenly Father loves when we chasten, man. So don't think that as a bad thing, whatever you're going through, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a thing of love, man. And now that us is truth, like I say, it may hurt for that moment. You may not, quickly understand, but over time, like, damn, I can see why, the Lord did that, man. You know what I'm saying? I say it's like, you know what? I'm gonna leave you. I don't need you. And when that time comes, like, oh, baby, this and that. Like, no, man, you can't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Now you just didn't back on your word what you said. That's why I wanted to bring out when we get through the spirit about Ecclesiastes 5, man. Making a vow to the Most High, and you don't want her to pay it. Now, you make yourself look bad, and now you make the Most High angry. And now the Lord says, well, if you can't do a small, well, you can't make the vow to small things. Now I can't trust you with the big things. And now, you know what I'm saying? Now, you lost favor with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be that guy. That's why I say, that's why we gotta, rehearse righteous acts and get as much knowledge as knowledge as we can. When that time of Jacob's struggle come, whatever the Lord tries us, man. That's why. What's that in Isaiah 31? Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times, man. Yeah.
I got the Revelation.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 1 and verse 3. It says, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
That's right, man. As you can see, the times that we get, man. We're living in some dangerous times, man. Anything can happen. You just seen the school shooting that's going on recently. And of course, I'm pretty sure brothers know where about that chase bait glitch, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Jake thought that he can supplant Eve, the money system, man. Come to find out, it was actually Eve that did that, man. Eve knew that, 2/3 want to go, Eve knew that, 2/3 Jace was going to go out there and try to manipulate the system, man. But what happened? It backfired, man. You fell to Esau's trap, man. He wanted you to do it. Now you got to serve Fed time, man. And on top of that, now you got to pay that back. Now you lost. You know what I'm saying? Because what? Jake don't want to do, because again, that's 2/3 mindset. They don't want to work the righteous way, man. Jake want everything now. That's what, that's his problem. He don't want to work for shit. That's why the Lord don't want these 2/3, man, coming in the kingdom, man. That's why they got to be brought back, man. Because what, they don't deserve it, man. As you can see, they don't want to, like I said, anything, like I said, if you want to try something, you have to work for it, man. Righteousness, man. That's how, some of these athletes, they work 24, sacrifice their time and their family to get to what, where they at. 2/3, they don't want to do that. They want it, I want it here, I want it now. Just like, again, this is nothing new. Just like with the PPP loans, man. You know, now it's coming out recently that the people that took in the PPP loans, they actually coming, you know, like I said, when it comes to he gonna get his money back regardless, right, how much it is. Now he's coming back full circle to get those PPP loans that, you know, that he's 2/3 on one, man. So he gonna get his money back, man. Again, we men of the Lord, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to rely on basic East system, man. Because what we got the brotherhood, man. That's what the truth taught us for. You know, about trust, love, and respect the brotherhood, man. And look out for one each other, man. You know? That's what these 2/3 don't have. And that's why they basically accept to do anything. So how much more during the time when the check comes, man? 2/3 are gonna be willingly taking it, man. But we men of the Lord willing, we don't take that check, man, when our temptation comes, man. That's why go ahead, no, that was you know what I'm saying? That's I was driving. Go ahead.
Look, I mean,
What?
you know, Jake is easily offended, you know? Yeah, you know, Jake will find an offense in anything. Wow. Jake will find an offense, you know, to get out of a situation that could be beneficial for him, you know? Here it is, you know, any brother, you know what I'm saying, that falls out of the truth, you know, in some shape, form, or fashion, obviously, how about y'all shy, allow that to happen, but at some point, you know what I'm saying, an offense happened to him, you know? Whereas, you know, that offense caused evilness, you know what I'm saying, to grow within him. You know? I got a precept about the show. The book of 1 Peter, chapter 2 and verse 1, I read down to 2. Wherefore, laying aside all malice and guile and hypocrisy and envies and all evil speaking, as newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that you may grow thereby. You know, because sometimes you actually have to sink back into that state, whereas you you have to. Yeah, right. Remember that first love, walk the water. You know what I'm saying? And understand what this is about. You know? That's all I got.
Yeah, God. I got the scripture I was looking for. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 2. It says, my son, walk not thou and it says, my son, walk not thou in the way of with them. Refrain thy foot from their paths, for their feet run into evil and make haste to shed blood. You know, and that's 2/3 mindset, man. That's why we can't walk in their path, man. That's why we can't agree with them, man. That's why our mindset is different from theirs, man. That's why they look at us differently. They hate us, they envy us, you know, in all types of manner, man. You know, because what? We stand for righteousness, man, and we do things how the way it's supposed to be done through the law, statutes, and commandments that the Heavenly Father and His Son have set up, man. You know, that's what makes us different. That's what makes us special, man, compared to these 2/3, man. You know, and they hate seeing it, man. You know, when the time's gonna come, you know what I'm saying, when the time of judgment comes, that Lord willing, part of those men, hey, man, like I said, man, gonna be a gold tried as a refined, man, as the Scripture says, man. You know, because hey, they're gonna see it, man. And on top of that, we're gonna have to thaw out, man. You know, which is what the mark of exemption, man. You know, they're gonna see when the time comes, man. When the Amos 8:11 hit, man, they're gonna say, well, those men that stood in the corners, man. You know, Bibles were in their hands, man. They're gonna be looking for us, man. You know.
Yep. The scriptures say that everything be done decently and in order. Jake don't have that decency or you know, is in order. You know? Yeah. That's why a lot of calamities will fall upon Jake. You know what I'm saying? As far as what's going on, you got your turn to the bank. The scriptures also say never trust thine enemies. You know? This devil has never set up a system whereas we would even prosper anywhere close, you know, to where he's at. You know? Everything is against us, you know? And the prophets have been telling Jake, you know, this is not your rest. This ain't your kingdom. Yeah. You know, stop trying to build up this man's kingdom when you should be working on the kingdom to come. You know? Lay up your treasures in heaven where moth does not corrupt. You know?
Yeah, you got Jake participating in these elections, and they don't even know who finances the candidates. When you look at the biggest fundraiser, the biggest fundraisers to Trump's campaign, they're all Amalekites. Every last one of them. You look at Biden's cabinet, Democrat cabinet, they're all Amalekites. So all you're doing is participating in the game that they set up for you to play. All you gotta do is follow where the money comes from, and you can see who controls it. It goes back to what Meyer Rothschild said. He said, look, I don't care who the president is. Let me control the finances. If they control the finances, they control what you go see on television, hear on your radio stations. The music is totally corrupted now. You got rappers selling, big name rappers selling 20,000 first week now. And this is you only got like 4 or 5 rappers that are able to sell 300,000, 400,000 first week. If you're not Drake or Kendrick Lamar or Nicki Minaj, or somebody that's, you know what I'm saying, you got a big name right now, you're not, the industry is collapsing.
Yeah.
They've been firing a lot of these people that work in these record companies, laying them off.
Yeah. Gotta show you what just make it real quick. Job security, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not even safe no more.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, just make it real quick. Like I said, what's that dude name? Antoine Dawson. You know what I'm saying? I just seen a recent video about an NFL wife come to find out that her husband that used to play for the Browns in Ohio, basically he got cut off, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he was nobody, as you can say that Patrick Mahomes is nobody, you know what I'm saying? Anybody? And think about it, because it makes sense, because think about it, they have a draft every year, so somebody that's not performing, they gotta get cut. So obviously he was one of those men that, you know what I'm saying, that didn't perform out of the way they wanted, and he got cut. Got to show you, man, that no matter what sports figure or whatever, like I said, if you're not progressing on how they want, they're gonna find somebody else, man. You know, and like I said, for him, like I said, you know, he worked hard to get to where he at, and you know what I'm saying, and then we already know how much percentage you have to be, you know, if you're not connected, you know what I'm saying, I mean, to get in one of these leagues, man.
Yeah, the scripture in Sirach says if he had any need of thee, he will use thee. You know, so ultimately, hey, he's known for Esau is known for using and abusing the children of Israel, man, for his benefit, man. You know, look at his kingdom. His whole kingdom was built off the blood and sweat of the nation of Israel. Usually, you know. Even with that, with the bank systems and so on and so forth. What is that scripture about the lender? I can't.
He's a lender. I mean, going back to the original point, all people don't even realize that look, everything that you put your hand into, they control it. Right? You fighting this man's wars. What are the wars? They say all wars what? Banking wars. I was just watching a clip today. You had a Edomite. He said I'm done being a tool for genocide. And he's on live. He's recording this shit live. He's on base, a high security base. He sets the camera, and one of the patrolmen is kind of looking, and he ain't no either. Hey man, you need help? He starts pouring the shit on him.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, when he light himself on fire, he puts his hat on. He says, "Free Palestine." I said, "What you going, man?"
Yeah.
Free Palestine. Kept screaming. And then he light that shit on fire. As he kept going harder and harder, he was, man, but it's crazy. But he realized what he's been seeing babies blown up. Yeah. He's been seeing wives getting raped, men getting raped, boys. He's seen some shit. To drive a man to set himself on fire, he's had to see some crazy shit. And he know he was a part of it. He could have been an Israelite speckled bird, who knows? But even Edomites are like, man, this shit is crazy. And really it all goes back to Amalek. When you look at who financed the slave trade, it's all Amalek. Amalek was the finance of the slave trade. You look at who controls the banks, Amalek. You look at who controls sports, Amalek. You look at who controls the pornography industry, which is humongous now, it's Amalek. Really, when you go into the nitty-gritty of everything, it goes back to Amalek. And Amalek don't give a fuck about the rest of Edom. And a lot of these Edomites are realizing that, and they're starting to expose Amalek.
Hey, that's why I did a video just earlier today, man, about the 2 military, man. You know what I'm saying? They you know what I'm saying? They gotta go against the government, man. So we know that's all about civil war, civil unrest. Man. It's prophesied in the scriptures, man, which is beautiful, man. Go to show you that, you again, that's another thing you understand. It's happening in Roman times as well, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? With ignorance, man. So it's beautiful that hey, the times that we're living in, that man. No, this is another sign of America's downfall.
When
Brothers got
they
it.
had the C-19 potion out there, who was the company's owned by
Yeah.
Amalek?
Like,
That's
yeah.
Job 9:24, man. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. If not, where and who is he? That he is Amalek, man. You know? So, hey, the Lord has shown us who truly the devil is, man. And it's only going to be a short amount of time before these people wake up and realize that. And when they do, like the brother said, it's going to be civil war.
Now that's not a get out of free jail card for the rest of the year, because you still have benefited
Yeah.
from Edomite supremacy and you hate Jake.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is get on Twitter, man. Up today, I seen a clip. The guy from Fresh and Fit, Murray,
Yeah.
which he's actually a
He built.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But he gets into a chat room with these Edomites. He don't realize they all racist. So they get into it. They're like, get this fucking nigger out of here. Let me tell you, this is all white room, and they just ban him out of the room. He's like, fucking niggers, no good niggers. And you go to these guys' channels, and they're just showing their hate for Jake.
Yeah.
So Amalek can control everything, but even your base Edomite has an extinct hatred and envy for you. I see one. He gets on. What's the chat and say? Omega. He gets on Omega, and he
Oh yeah.
a
The
black
hella
bitch
racist
gets
right
up there,
Yeah, hella racist.
and he's like, "Hey, how y'all doing?" She's like, "We're doing good." Oh, okay. I got a few questions for you. How do you feel about niggers? And that's when she was like, she snapped. She's like, racist cracker. He's like, y'all don't add anything good to society. She's like, well, we created everything. He's like, fuck y'all, dick. Give me one thing you created. And she was like, the likes you fucking under. She was,
No.
getting at her. And then he was like, bitch, Thomas Edison gave us that. And she was like, no, we stole it. Now, you would have thought the bitch didn't even know she got a bottle of Henny in her hand. She got the eyelashes.
Oh, man.
But he's sitting there like, bitch, we credit. And the nigga don't even know that when you go into the history, even though Thomas Edison actually came through with the whole invention, he got the ideas and the concept
Yeah,
from
the
Jake.
blueprint bring it. Yeah.
There's a lawsuit still behind that. Copyright lawsuit behind that.
Who's the chick name who created who wrote up the script for the Matrix?
Oh yeah, that chick.
Yeah, she finally got her. She finally was able to sue them, and she got her compensation for it.
So she ain't did shit.
She like literally just recently she finally got her compensation for it.
Yeah, it took it that long. That's crazy. That's like.
And that shit came out in like the
24
90s or
years
something
later.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, 1989.
Early 90s.
Yeah,
Yeah,
25 years. I was like, damn.
Matrix still making money.
yeah, still. But they just made a new one.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? And the Terminator is regarded as one of the greatest fucking movies of all fucking time.
Yeah, cause she exactly. She read up that too as well.
Yeah.
Cause she said that tied it. That was a whole a series tied into it. She was saying Sarah Connors was quote unquote the mother of Yahweh Shai, whatever the case may be, and John Connors was supposed to be that Yahweh Shai was coming back to defeat the machines and so on.
Resurrection.
Exactly.
And they stole her whole script. Another thing the guy said too, he was like, back to the Omega thing, he was like, yeah, how many blacks killed blacks?
Oh,
She was
man.
like, well, y'all murdered, what the fuck did y'all do us? Y'all murdered everything. But he was like, how many niggas are gonna die in
Hey.
Chicago tonight? So they basically look at you as insignificant beings.
Yeah,
Wow.
and very.
He was like, oh, did you go to college? You got a degree? She's like, yeah, I got a degree. Yeah, don't you know affirmative action? He was only able to get that by affirmative action. There's a certain quantity of niggers they got to allow on the campus. He said, now one nigger in the history made it to college on their own. It's by affirmative action, which that's a fucking yes, in some cases that they did help certain Jays get into college, but that's just shows that they're innate hate for Jay.
You know, since it talks about what?
Yeah.
It talks about what? That quote unquote perpetual hatred. You know what I'm saying? Even like the ones that someone like you said, that racist, they just, what I'm saying, they, come back there, they always ask, why you hate us so much? You know what I'm saying? Rallies, and they tell you, like, I don't know. Of course they don't know, but again, it's that perpetual hatred going back to the scriptures.
Yeah.
Going back to Genesis, right? With what? Rebecca having what? 2 rooms and 9 nations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, we have to understand, like, 2/3, they still don't know.
It's a spiritual aspect.
Those are the Edomites that I like though.
Yeah,
I
you're
like
for
the
real.
ones
Yeah,
that
like-
voice it because the ones that deny it or try to rebel against their nature, it comes out when they're in dire straits.
Yeah.
So the nice, so-called nice Edomites that say, oh no, I'm not racist, they're denying their innate nature.
Right.
But they'll accept it when they're homeless or when they're down and out or when they've been raped or something traumatic has happened to them and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
it just comes out of them naturally.
It's like that word is freedom, man.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying?
Not even it's all the nations too, man.
Yeah,
It's the Asians.
Oh yeah.
Remember that video that was showing that Arab lady started calling him a slave? That guy was fussing back and forth. She was a doctor or something.
Oh, really?
A video like a while back. And she started saying, "You just a slave. You just a slave."
Yeah, it's all
All of them got that cultural hatred to us.
Yeah. Of course, hey, just Adam, like I said, all of us, I mean, everybody has a little racism to them, no matter what. You gotta think about it. Like I said, somebody asked, it's a simple question. Like I said, if you had two races to pick, which race would you choose? Okay, your people. So at the end of the day, we're all racist. Man. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with being racist. You can be a racist.
It just means it's for your people.
For your people.
The Lord created it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like he literally said, these people have I chosen upon the face of the planet Earth above all nations.
Yep.
So it's that simple, man.
See?
He gave us our emotions.
Yeah, but of course in society, they give it a negative connotation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got that interview with Muhammad Ali. He said, look, what woman gonna understand me like the American black woman? He ain't say you got so-called black women in every country. But he said the American black woman. Why? Because she understands the plight that he went through in America.
Yeah.
He's like, if I'm dating a Chinese woman, she gonna want to hear some ching ching chong music. I want to hear some soul shit. We're gonna collide over music.
Yeah.
Simple shit.
Yeah.
Now
Which
you
is
may
culture
think
in general.
you may think that shit don't matter, but if you're talking about
Over
being in
time.
a long-term relationship,
Yeah.
marriage to somebody, little stuff like that matters.
Yeah, and then how much more when you have a child?
She gonna want to eat noodles, just plain noodles and sushi. That's just her culture.
Yeah.
Them groups, they love noodles and sushi. And if you try to like, look, we need a healthy diet of poultry, greens, you know what I'm saying? Good desserts, sushi, noodles, tea.
Everybody says that
You gonna battle.
Yeah. Especially when you have kids, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you know that in this society,
Hairstyles and
yeah,
shit.
and then because of the mother, the child always gravitates towards the mother. You know what I'm saying?
As much as we hate these black bitches now, we know how to speak their language though.
Okay.
Like it's easy for me to talk to a so-called black because I grew up around it. Regardless of how much I hate them, I speak their language.
Yeah.
I know how to tick them off. You know what I'm saying? We know how to converse. We know the slang we use. You go to another nation, even within the tribe, you can go to a different tribe and you feel out of place just from the language, the culture.
Yeah.
How much more a whole nother nation?
Yeah.
So you feel comfortable around your own people. It's just a sense of comfortability that you just feel amongst your own people that you don't have to put on extra to be accepted. You can just be you.
Yeah.
You just there.
Yeah.
They listening to the same music you grew up on. They eating the same food you grew up on. They like to dress the way you dress. You ain't got to try hard for that. That's why the scripture say what? Why trimmest thy way, Jacob, to seek love?
Yeah.
You get around these other nations, you got to try extra hard to be accepted where you go. You got to call center. Hi, hey, how can I help you? You got to put on this fucking soft-ass, effeminate voice.
Especially Chick-fil-A.
Customer service. That's what they train you customer service. And if the manager sees that you talking with a rough, hey Wade, what's up, man? Can I help you? They gonna write you up and call you an office. You can't talk like how you would talk around, your people.
Yeah. What's up, bro? What you want?
I need you to log off.
Yeah, that's not freedom, though. What's free about that? You're constrained. You're spending what, 8 hours? Well, a majority of us more than 8 hours. You're spending more than 8 hours at a job where you feel constrained. You can't even be yourself at your job.
Yeah.
So you're spending damn near 10 to 11, 12 hours of your life daily at a place you can't even be yourself. That's slavery.
Uniform. 30 minute lunch break.
15 minutes now.
15, yeah.
So 15 minutes, like, what, 2 minutes left right now. Shit, especially this time. But yeah, we're going back to the point, you know, my brother's saying, man, yeah, man, again, you have to, you know what I'm saying, you got to do extra stuff for you even to get, like, certain jobs. I remember, like I said, even make music about, like, like I said, he had a phone call, and he said, yeah, what race are you? You know, and he said, why does that matter? You know, and of course he decided his question. He said, what sports do you like? He says, hockey, you know, baseball, football. He said, you know, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what you got to do. You get certain jobs, man. You know what I'm saying? The jobs that Edomites getting, they be getting tech jobs. You know, game design, all that stuff like that. You don't see Jacob in there, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't see Edomites, Moab, and these other nations, man. But you know what I'm saying? You know, for you to get a certain job like that, you know, what I mean, you gotta basically, like you said, you gotta act like them. You gotta crack jokes like them.
Yeah, $600,000 salary just to sit in a cubicle.
Yeah, for real.
And then if you a Jake that just happens to make, you gotta be extraordinary.
Yeah.
Be a Jake to enter to Google headquarters or Amazon headquarters. Let's say you do enter into the office.
You got just like a lane too, by the way.
As soon as you enter into them cubicles, they looking at you like,
Yeah.
nigga. They gonna have a secret meeting like, all right, we gotta something, guys. You know, don't pick on them.
They gotta test you too. Don't forget about that. You know what I'm saying? They gotta see how you act.
Whenever you see them Jakes around their co-workers like that, they don't act like a Jake. They act like they talk like you see it all the time.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, you get judged based on your name. They're looking at your name on your resume. You know what I'm saying? And when you show up, different than what the name says, fucks them up.
It's like your quality.
Yeah, right.
Hey, funny.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So Jake's walking in the door with this preconceived notion that, you know, he's fucked up from the very fucking beginning.
Yeah.
You know? Malcolm, Tyrone, Malik.
Maurice.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when they going through the applications or the resumes,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
nigger ass.
They funny.
And these bigger companies now,
They do.
They're required to bring in certain denominations of people just to meet the requirements of their company. They call it like work development, you know, where they do like interracial job training, diversity training, you know, which just shows they all these people is different.
Oh yeah, and by the way, this y'all kid didn't know, before you get the Google job, they're gonna ask you questions that you never even heard of in a million years. They'll say, how much is it paying to land out of the plane within a certain feet of Google questions, man. I'm telling you, man, questions that you never even imagined, you know what I'm saying, for you even to get, even get to the door with serve at Google, man.
And they give
shit crazy.
And they give you aptitude tests that the common Edomite don't go through.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They'll give you an aptitude test based on the job that you're possibly going to perform, but they'll exceed the level that they were given Edomite. They'll start asking you shit that that's more theory than any fucking.
That's why I say you gotta be extraordinary. And the perfect example of that was when what's that movie, Men of Honor? And the guy, he was Jake, one of the first Jakes entering into the Navy. Actually, that was in Virginia, and they had the test camp and test of building a submarine helmet underwater. Yeah, and they dropped the tools under the tools bag for all the guys in the test, but his, they cut a slit in it and dumped it in there. So when he under the water, all the screws and shit just fell everywhere in the water. So everybody else coming up during the daytime, done. He out there at night, under the water, shivering, trying to put the helmet together and shit. But Jake did it completely. And this is a true story. Jake did it.
That's a good one.
You never seen that?
That's a good one.
That's what, brother. Yeah, but Jake did it. He was extraordinary. When I don't want to ruin the movie for the brother, but when the thing happened with his leg, they said, "Oh, it's impossible for you to be in the military again." He said, "I could do it." Jake was extraordinary, bro.
Yeah, right.
That scene will make you cry.
Yeah, right.
Because going to your point, smart brother, but they gave him a harder suit. They didn't give him the average suit. They gave him a harder suit, and he already had a disadvantage because of his leg.
A heavier suit than that.
Yeah. And they gave him the new suit. And he was from the old Navy.
That's right. That's right.
And this is a true story. So Jake has always had to be extraordinary to
10 times harder.
to go heights over here in America.
Yeah. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of that story, not to give it away.
He said, Cookie, get up and give me the
Oh,
bus.
I know what it is.
That's what I was gonna get to, man. Because they tried to make it seem as though he was the hero at the end to help the hero. Nah, he was the villain at the end that tried to stop the hero from being the hero.
Yeah.
You know how Esau always like to throw himself in the mix like, I helped him. No, motherfucker, you hurt him.
Yeah, you heard it.
Quick precept, this Deuteronomy 32 and 8, and it reads, when the Most High divided the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set he set the bonds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. It says, for the Lord's portion is his people, which goes now from Abraham, Isaac, and to Jacob, which will today will be your bywords, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You're the greatest people the Lord has created. You know, but right now, you spoiled. You know, you become a homeborn slave. You know, even with the Omega story, the brother was telling about with the shorty. You know, she knew that her people was the greatest people on earth, but yet she popping bottles on Omega. You know, just caught up in her folly. You know.
Yeah, that's what it is, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's two of our people, man. Probably saying great digging.
Yeah, Jake is destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Our people, this world is either going to make you or break you. You know what I'm saying? And people have decided to go certain routes to survive. Everybody's surviving, whether it's an OnlyFans chick, a strip on the streets, your common drug dealer, the nigga that's sold out in the industry like Jay-Z, claiming he's doing it for his black people, but nigga, you, first and foremost, you did it for yourself. You wanted to get out the hood. You know what I'm saying? I look at, you know, all these celebrities that sell out, look, they found a way to cope with the conditions of society, of the world. This world is dark, man. It's very, very dark. It's very, very, you know, we live in a horror movie. We live in an actual horror movie, you know? So people are trying to get by as best as they can. You know, it's
Especially nowadays.
Yeah, especially now with the way the economy is. You know, you got more and more in-house robbery. You go to Colorado, Northern Kingdom and took over. They go into apartment complexes, going to the land. Look, we wrote up the agreement.
Yeah, shit.
Dead ass. They gave this nigga, they said, this is the agreement, you're gonna sign it. Or else, we just gonna take the whole building over. You know? They've been robbing jewelry stores, taking over cities. And it's only gonna get worse because of this mass immigration that's going on.
Yeah, I'm trying to
People are gonna survive how they see fit through their eyes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like I said, it's a scary time. Like I said, hey, but the scripture say this is nothing but what? Beginning of sorrows, man.
So it shows you that sedition was on the way. And the scripture talk about, hey, they're not going to regard their rulers.
Yeah, you look at America, it's not normal the way America is. The way America's so industrialized, everything with these metropolitan cities. When you go to other countries, there's still a lot of land and culture that you see around. Even if you see the city, like Tokyo, for instance, like they're trying to, you know, revamp. But you'll still see a lot of areas where there's dirt roads and, you know, it's still land and you can see that it's still earth. Here it's just city, metropolitan. It destroys the way of living, it destroys the mind of people. You know, it's only a matter of time before everything just crashes on us. This is not how society's supposed to be, man. These big ass buildings everywhere, cars all over the goddamn place.
People living house to house. The scripture says, hey, the scripture says what? Woe to you that live house to house, man. You know, you got no privacy. You know, you think
People look down on you if you catch the bus.
Yeah.
In other countries, it's normal to just fucking walk and don't even have a car.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Literally, it's normal to not have a car.
Yeah.
It's not looked at as something needed. Everybody in their family just hops on the city bus. That's how we travel. Here is,
Oh, you don't have a car?
as if you came out your mama's vagina with a car. That's a necessity for living. But when you live in a metropolitan, everything is just clammed together in these cities.
Oh, you gotta have the car. Everything's downtown.
That's why most people have a hard problem walking 5 miles one way or another.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, man.
You know, you can live right across the street from the store and hop in your car, go from the store and come back.
Yeah. Hey, again, what do you think they got all these apps for? DoorDash, Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't feel like walking. You know, I don't feel like driving. A couple of minutes. I don't feel like walking 10 minutes. I'm gonna order everything convenient, man. That's America. Everything's gonna be convenient, man. You know, that, like you said, which makes people lazy. I said people can't even walk half a mile. No less than that. You know what I'm saying? They just give up, man. That's why. Man. That's why America's the most obese country in the whole entire world, man.
Yeah, right. Like if we didn't have cars, you would actually have to walk. Even if the food was fucked up, you were exercising.
Yeah.
You know, you were burning shit off, and you wouldn't be as sick or as healthy. You know, you can exercise that off. But with everything being comfortable the way that it is, you know, it just promotes unhealthiness.
Yeah, this place is to the point where they can constantly build this shit. You forget the animals are all around us because they constantly build and the animals have to leave from where they live. But that's why when you go to a place like, you see places like North Dakota, people will step out and see a mountain lion and all this different type of shit. But that's normal. Like you go to these other countries, it's normal to see animals that just walking around. Like literally just fucking walking around. You dog in a fucking mall.
I said, what the hell?
Dead ass, and nobody's paying them no mind. It's just the dog walking in the mall.
I said, what?
I'm the only one. Everybody else see this shit. Then he walk out. He go back to his business.
Monkeys and stuff.
Monkeys in India, just fucking with people, but they don't even pay them mind. If that shit came, if a monkey came out right now, but to them, it's like. To the point the monkey smacking them while they walking down the street, and they just
phones, how they wallets and shit. Yeah.
you can tell they grew up around this stuff.
Snatch up the kids.
Exactly. I seen one clip. Fucking lions came at the dude's gate at night, and the doors were barking. The gate was actually open, but the lions were so focused on the doors barking at them, and the lions kept charging at the doors of the gate. Damn, they about to break the gate. But the gate was literally open on this side. If the lions would have seen that, it would have been a wrap. So the guy came out. The lions decided to just back away. But this to show you, like, you forget that you live on the earth with these big ass fucking creatures.
Yeah.
Which is their territory first, by the way.
Big ass alligators. I'm talking about huge alligators.
You mean crocodile?
Crocodile.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, that's good. And like,
Same family.
Yeah, same family.
Yeah, in Florida.
Oh yeah, heavy down there.
People
Big ass
snakes.
Heavy.
Roaming in people's houses. You know what I'm saying? I seen a clip. Guy took his dog on a fucking walk. Somewhere in the Midwest, northern Midwest. And a fucking wolf, bro. This wolf was huge. It was a black one, so it had to be bro, this wolf was huge, like huge. And the wolf didn't even want to kill the dog. The dog was like, look, the wolf was just sitting there, laying down. And the wolf finally got up, and he did like he just lunged at him. The dog went, hauling ass. But when the wolf got up, I mean, this wolf, amaze you. When we finally start seeing these things, we haven't seen it up close. Like these things these creatures are huge, bro, but we used to live amongst them. David wrestled these creatures, stood face to face with
Big ass bears.
You know what I'm saying?
You see that in real life, you start to think like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You ever fought that?
Yeah, right.
Well, this wolf had to been up like on his hind legs, bro.
But even
you can ride this thing.
Yeah, but even like the dog, what's the name of the dog? The Cane Corso. And the other one, the Bull.
Yeah.
Bro, them dogs is fucking humongous.
Even those dogs
the
are
Great
big.
Dane, they stand to like 7 feet tall on two, man.
Yeah.
So them was just regular domestic animals. How much more these ones that are not domestic, man?
Yeah. You think,
But,
like,
yeah.
these lions, these things are huge. These are not no little. They're not the size of dogs.
Yeah.
These things are up here, like
And they got weight on them.
walking on you, and you go, head the size of this.
Yeah. I seen videos with Jake running away from the fucking Chihuahua.
Oh man.
Nah, I be a dead ass.
Yeah.
So what more of that? You know?
I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said,
Hell,
I mean,
Jake don't even like bugs a lot.
yeah, it doesn't listen.
Yeah.
But again, but as you said before, we have falling for my stature, man. You know, so we read Moses, you know what I'm saying? You know, they always say how the animals, I mean, how they know again, you know, be the ark to the animals. You know what I'm saying? Because what? Most I put the fear on those animals, man. So we lost that, you know what I'm saying? The animals lost that fear factor, you know, for certain animals.
But going back to my point, we're not, this way of living is not normal. We're supposed to be used to seeing animals. It's not supposed to be a rare sighting. If you see something, you scared now because you didn't grow up around it. So you don't know what the fuck it is or what it's gonna do to you because you're not familiar with it. You were supposed to already be around these things, exposed to these things, taught what to do when they come around. You know what I'm saying? So you're not, but since you haven't, it's a natural thing to fear it because you ain't been around it. Yeah. And the way we've grown up in these cities, and totally domesticated us to where we don't know anything about the fucking world. All we know is fucking convenience stores and shopping malls and dumb shit that don't benefit you in no way, shape, or form with life. That's why the common person don't know anything about herbs, medicines. First thing they go on, subscription of pills. They go to their dentist or their doctor and they prescribe, like, go to your Walgreens or CVS, get this, moxicillin, this, that, 500 milligrams.
Now, the funny thing is, now Amazon's not a good pharmacy now, so instead of waiting in line, I was going to deliver. It's crazy. They just did that recently. But again, it was funny. I remember, brothers, that Rob had he had a chicken farm. You know what I'm saying? We used to live in the old neighborhood, and I was chicken farm. Not a chicken farm, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, your chicken coop side. Like, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? He had a little plot of land, you know what I'm saying? You know, the ghettos, and you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Even Jack was amazed, like, chickens, and everything. I was like, even I was amazed. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And I asked him, you know what I mean? Do people even bother or mess with him? They're like, no, man, just mind their own business. I said, damn, that's crazy.
You gotta be careful with chickens because they'll follow other people. They'll get out and just follow other people. It's a lot of taking care of animals is a huge responsibility.
But even go to show you that even if you have animals, just so much restriction that you got to go through for even to get this. Animals like you said. Now mind you, it's crazy. Like I say, it's a shop, but like I said, around Virginia or Smithfield or certain places where it's called truck trailer supplies, and you go to the store, you know what I'm saying, they sell, like I said, baby ducks, baby chickens for like $3. Yeah, these brothers you suffer. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, you can start a farm. Not a farm, but you can start your little chicken coop right there. You know what I'm saying? But again, you got regulations, man.
They don't pass laws.
Yeah.
The people that did have them in the city, they had to get rid of them.
Yeah. In pursuit, like on my route, one had got out and was following me. And see, when that happens, neighbors are gonna call.
Yeah.
And we got chicken roaming the goddamn street. So all it takes is one day for one of your chickens to get loose. And they roam in the goddamn neighborhood and somebody called and hey, somebody out here got fucking chickens.
Yeah. Somebody else got a snitch.
And now
It's a city, I forgot the name of it, South Carolina, that happened so much down there that it's a custom. Like you see dogs running around, you see wild chickens running around through the city down in South Carolina.
But that's the thing though, those type of animals specifically, they're supposed to have a range of roaming food. You know what I'm saying? But you can't do that in the city. So it's natural for them to want to get out and just roam a little bit, but you can't do it. They're not meant to be raised in this type of environment. No fuck. You know? So everything's fucked up. Even if you do get eggs from those chickens are stressed. They're under harsh conditions because they're not roaming free. They're not eating, good, whatever brown grass or whatever the fuck you're giving them. And they under this fucking city and
car accident, they get ran over and stuff like that. Oh, like
so they produce an egg and the egg ain't in its full strength.
Like I said, the only thing that's really acceptable that we see are those Canadian geese, but even with them, if you mess with them, they got a law, by that side. So that's why they're able to, like you said, roam free and do what they do, man.
I got this Edomite at the job who gave me eggs. Eggs that's on the counter. He gave me eggs. They look like different size and different color eggs. But to go back to your point, you should be able to live on. He lives on the farm. You should be able to grow your own. You should be able to have the ways to provide for your family. Without having depend upon the system. It's unnatural. And what goes back to your point, we've been domesticated to the point where we depend upon this place, the way our animals depend upon us.
You know, with domesticated lions, it's like when you go to the zoo and you see the lion stuck in a cage,
Look at
and he depends on his food from the zookeepers. He can only see and do what they allow him to do. And he's very depressed. He don't know himself. He's lost. Because all he's ever known is a fucking cage. You know? So he's just sitting there. That's what we're domesticated. We depend on this man for everything.
Yeah, I got something because it's like y'all had started up saying, you know, the fashion of this world is fading away. They taking it in, and they about to create a new system. And like you said, Jake don't know how to build, so they're gonna just comply and follow whatever this man is coming with. We trying to seek out the old ways, and that's why I had Jeremiah 6:16 says, "Thus says the Lord Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old path where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest in your soul."
Yeah,
But
well, is the good path is a woman running at him, got them trapped? No, the good path is the old path, but they were shamefaced, humble, quiet. If they inquired anything, they would ask their father or their brother, you know, or wait till they get a husband and deal with them. The good path is men knowing how to deal with men with integrity, honor, and not with ego and pride, hastiness, anxious, emotions. Men got more emotions than women nowadays.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Nigga always mad over the dumbest shit. And a lot of it has to do with the oppression that we go through, right? But you gotta go, what the brothers reading, you gotta return to the old paths. You gotta learn the old ways and put off that weak nature. Men in the ancient world weren't all emotional over some shit. I was watching the Colorado college football game last week. And this guy, Travis Hunter, the star receiver, he missed the catch, the touchdown, but it was a flag. He was getting held. But he told his quarterback, look, just throw it to me. I'm going to catch the ball and stuff. But when he threw it, he missed it because he was getting hold. So the ref threw a flag. So when they went back to the huddle, the quarterback said, you missed the fucking catch. He said, he was holding. He said, I don't give a fuck. Catch that shit any goddamn way. He didn't say, man, you can't be talking to me like that. Man, that's fucked up. You know what he did? The next play, he did a catch that ends up on fucking Sports Center Monday. The guy's all over him. He can't even see all of his arms like this. And he caught it. And everybody, oh my God. But they didn't know what happened in the huddle. 2 men in the huddle. He said, I don't give a fuck. Catch it anyway. He went out there. He didn't say nothing back. He just went out there and caught it. That's what men do. Iron sharpened iron. Now, if he was an emotional bitch, man, you can't tell me like, coach, he would have made that person. Fuck you. That's how men are supposed to deal. You see something, your brother can improve on, that you deal with each other like that. Come on, what you doing, man? Because you know it's out of a place of love. If you both were great, you expect greatness from each other.
See, that's one thing I like about Kobe Bryant, because I remember going back to the 2012 the Olympics, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you said, cussed out Bron, cussed out Anthony and John, and you see what happened. Like I said, it was a great game, though. It was a great game. Like I said, to this day, it's still remembered, man.
Yeah, because LeBron joked too goddamn much.
Yeah.
He a great player, but he joked too damn much. Kobe had to get on.
Come.
But you need that from brothers. You need that from men when you deal with men, because you expect greatness. So anything less than greatness, I'm looking at you like, yo, you ain't the best of you. So if your brother tells you something, you can't get emotional about the shit, because you know it ain't from a place of hate. That's showing a lack of growth, showing a lack of character, and you need to work on that, brother. That's an impurity within yourself.
That's why, you know what I mean? That's why I like the scripture where it says, a wise person would hang with wise people, man. You know what I'm saying? You should hang on with people that want to, progress, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I like, you know what I'm saying? That's for all of us. You know, I'm speaking for all of us. I like a brother that like to progress, man. You know, if I'm progressing, I want to see you progress. So if you failing, you know what I'm saying? I can fuck with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Because now what? You holding the rest of us back, man. So as scripture says, sometimes if the right hand offended, you gotta cut it off, man. You know what I'm saying? Because remember what I said earlier, man. He said what? Either you're somebody or you're not. You know
yeah. When King David went to war, King David wasn't going down to the men telling them. I'm talking about once King David got on the throne. Once King David got on the throne, he wasn't coming to every individual man in his army when it was time for war telling him what to do. He had mighty men that was set up under him. Those men went down and delegated their duties. What if the soldiers were like, you ain't David? I ain't gotta listen to you, so-and-so general, so-and-so commander. You'll get the whole nation wiped the fuck out. You go to war and do your, man, fuck this shit. Throw your spear and you get shot in the fucking head with an arrow. No, they respected the command. They respected what the order that was brought down. They didn't take, you think they gonna come to you like, hey, okay, brother,
Get your strength up, brother.
Get some sleep, you know.
Yeah, it's wartime. Yeah, you know you're not supposed to.
stop being fucking weak.
Get some soup, cover up.
That's why. You know what? That's
You know you're
why.
not supposed to be fighting. Get your strength up.
They don't do shit for a man. That's why single parent homes with women raising boys, they don't do nothing but destroy them.
Yeah.
Because she don't have that, she don't have that in her nature to get on him like he needs to be get on.
Yeah.
Get your ass up and take care of what I told you to fucking take. She gonna say, did you handle that? Mom said I get to it. God damn.
Yeah.
And she like, oh, that's my baby. You know, but the father gonna be like, fuck, I tell you, get your ass up. And if he even sense a little bit of you, he gonna hit you up on that wall. You know, you gonna do what I told you to do, you get the fuck out of my house. And then he like, oh shit. You handle my fucking business.
Women raise men they want, not what men should be. That's why women should never assume to want to raise a man,
You're supposed to
to be a man.
No.
Go ahead, dude.
This is Job chapter 38 and 3. It says, gird up now thy loins like a man, for I am a man of thee. Smooth answer thou me. Job 38 and 3 says, gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. Right? We gotta gird ourselves up, man. We can't be no weak ass feminine motherfuckers. We can get put to death. Right? The Lord said, no feminist is gonna make it into the kingdom.
That's right. Yeah.
We gotta become that Iron Man. We gotta become that Hulk.
Yeah, you can't even be effective. And that's why the Lord is gonna bring us through, because we think we took, you know, the Lord about to bring us through what He's gonna bring us through first, get through what we take the point we need to. And if you don't make it, you ain't acceptable. Consider acceptable men are trying through the fire. So if you can't make it through Jacob's hole, you ain't acceptable. You ain't be elect. You can't be married to nobody because the chosen. Only the chosen gonna make it. And when they come out, they gonna be rough, rugged. Men you not want to fuck with. So you want that purification. It's gonna be scary. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough, but it's gonna turn into a man that you need to be. A man of no fear, which is what we desire to have, because the Spirit of the Lord is not the spirit of fear. And a lot of us still have fear within us, and the Lord don't want us to have fear within us. He gonna get that shit up out of us, because he gonna make us face fear.
One way or another.
He gonna make you face fear, head on.
Whether you like it or not, you part of his, you know, like you part of his elect.
And if you gonna stand there and pee on yourself, or you gonna go and head on and sweat and go through your fear. And once you conquer that first fear, guess what it's gonna do to you? You gonna come out, you done leveled up. You done leveled up. And now you're ready for the next battle. I wish I motherfucker would.
That's right.
Yeah. But you gotta get brought to that point.
Yeah.
You have to pray, you gotta pray, be steadfastness, be diligence, so the Lord will show you mercy to do what you were such in that day. Go ahead, brother.
Kinda, that's the point though.
But you also gotta believe
for
it.
elect.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, kinda. Because the hopeful elect understands that. You know, the hopeful elect is girding our minds to prepare for these things, because no movie can actually show you how bad it's gonna get. You know? We got this Hollywood interpretation on what bad is, but you multiply that by 10, and that still is no level as to what Yahweh Shem Yahushua can bring on this earth. You know? So when 2/3 go through their shit, they just gonna be lost. You know, because they don't have that understanding of it's all the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Nor do they understand that these things must be. So when Jacob's trouble hit them, you know, they're gonna act in fear. But what the brother just brought out, he has not given us a spirit of fear, so we shouldn't be moving in that way. The hopeful elect, anyway. You know? The elect ain't gonna move that way, and like the brother said, yeah, okay, you're gonna go through what you gotta go through and be through the fire. But after that, you know, you start developing that callus in your mind. You know, you start having that layer of being tough. Because none of us have seen anybody get apart. None of us have really seen animals just do what they do, or men do what they do. You like with King David, you know, when he numbered Israel. Yahweh gave him a choice. Do you want this to happen or do you want this to happen? King David was like, nah, I'd rather fall into your hands because the hands of man is just cruel compared to yours. You know? So at the end of the day, I pray I fall into the hands of Yahweh and I pray it's in righteousness. You know, but you know, the 2/3, man. Fear is gonna hit them on every side and they ain't gonna know where it's coming from.
And what does Jake do when they fear? They run these. Let me tell you, 911 can't even help you now. So it definitely gonna help. Anybody that's called 911 and you have to deal with them fucking operators, you better all just handling what you better handle by yourself. Because they answer you, they ask you the dumbest shit. They can't hear half the time what you're telling them, so that you gotta repeat yourself. You can have somebody dying right by you, and then, okay, what's your name? What's their name? What's the address? Can you say that again for me?
Yeah.
Okay, calm down. Do you have this right? Bitch, I need you at this address ASAP. Just send a fucking unit here now. So if 911 is like that now, the fuck you think it's gonna be like in Jake?
Yeah,
You just gonna hit
yeah.
9 out of 6.
Yeah. Jake, I forgot. I think I said that the cops not there to help. They're there for it's like they're not there for help. They're there to respond. So that's all it is. It's just a responder, man.
Your first responder.
Yeah. That's all it is.
Yeah, you know, the cops were.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying. That's why we supposed to have a community together. Shit go down like that, man. So the whole community can come together. You know, and like I said, to take out, like I said, that's evil upon that community. You know, but yeah, that was pretty much it.
Yeah, you know, because we see the cops in your neighborhood, it's only the 12 Jake. You know, it ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's only to make sure that Jake is in order and in place. But during the time of Jacob's trouble, Jake's just gonna be a fucking madman now. You know? Northern Kingdom is just gonna fucking lose it. You know, the Southern Kingdom is just gonna go on a fucking rampage. You know?
Yeah, Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom, they gonna be. I seen a clip. You got them young reckless Drakes in Chicago. They was chasing the cops.
Yeah.
The cops flee, and they said, "No, we chasing them."
Yeah.
I said, "What the fuck?" And they kept, "Oh, we busting right, turn right, turn." They literally chasing a unit vehicle.
Jake playing with his phone,
The
man.
cops trying to get away from these niggas. Because you gotta think. Let's say you work at a police department, right? And you know it's probably Jake that they sent out there to the inner city. So you a cop and you just there trying to get your bread. They see you, hey, nigga, we need you to take care of some shit. And you out there, you got all your shit, but nigga, you know, nigga, this is real shit.
Yeah.
So you go out there, and the nigga say, look, yeah, back up, everybody back the fuck up. You gonna hop in that goddamn vehicle and get the fuck out of there, because they'll kill your ass.
You let the radio go down.
I think it's like what? Chirac, I think. Chirac.
You let that radio go down.
Yeah.
Bro, in the LA riots, they literally took over a cop vehicle. A cop went out there and they had that nigga running for his life. So when Jake get mad, shit upheaval, it's gonna be crazy, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you see Jake now. Jake's in like this calm state, you know. But you let Jake want when he wants it.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
I seen another clip. Jake, he wrestling with a female cop. She the only one there, and he wrestling with the bitch. He manhandled her, of course, cause but she got the gun on her, and she's like, "I'm gonna shoot you, bitch! Shoot this nigga, cause he about to take it from you. I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna shoot you." And he throw her ass on the ground. He takes the gun, and she gets her and tries to run. This nigga, Jake this broad daylight. Jake don't give a fuck. You hit a cop. So like 3 units pull up.
Jake got his hand up.
Yeah. 3 units. That shows you they be around. They send your ass to them calls. 3 units pull up. All these like, man, get your ass on the ground. He like that. He already knew who shot the bitch. And then they just start unloading on him. Put the guy
That shit. It's like,
Yeah.
But that shows you, like, they don't give a fuck about these cops. He took the bitch gun, bro. How can I say you? She get up running.
Yeah.
He didn't give a fuck about escaping. He said, I'm about to kill this cop.
That's
Well, I
very
seen-
creative
I-
Avengers right there.
I seen one. It was on a traffic stop, and it was an Edomite cop. He pulled over this Jake, and basically he was telling him to get out the car. He didn't want to get out the car. So finally, he got out the car. He literally had the police officer in chokehold, getting ready to put the police officer to sleep.
Damn.
But the police officer was literally passing out. It's all on the traffic cam in front of the car. He literally had him pass out. The only way the police officer was able to get him off him, he literally had to pull the gun and shoot him from like behind to get him off, man. Like that's showing you, hey, Jake don't give a fuck about these cops. You know, there's gonna come a time where, hey, when Civil War crack off and the Berber troops come through, martial law, something, hey, those are going to be other nation militia, man.
You see, like right now, Salakia, brother. You see, right now, you see the Northern Kingdom doing what they do. You know, and they're only able to do what they do because the devil allows them to do what they do under some level of control.
Yeah, if he wanted to shut that shit down in Colorado.
Yeah, right. So, but what he's not anticipating is the Northern and the Southern Kingdom getting together and joining against his ass.
Yeah.
That's what he's not anticipating.
Yeah.
You know?
It's one thing handling Black Lives Matter protesters. And, you George Floyd, motherfucker. And then on the other side, you know, you got the immigrants over here on the West Coast. But it's another thing in every single city dealing with all of them. What's up, man? Dealing with all of them together.
Yeah. Yeah.
To your point. And that's what they're not expecting.
Yeah, because if they wanted to, they could call the National Guard and have them out there.
Oh, it's easy.
35 minutes.
Yeah, right, you know. So another thing that this devil is not anticipating is that how everybody is starting to hate him. Not only is Yasharal starting to hate his ass, but Moab starting to hate his ass. Ishmael started to hate
His
his
own
ass.
people.
His own people.
Because what's happening is the bread and circus is not working anymore. It's not enough to numb the pain anymore because society keeps crumbling. So yeah, you can watch football and kind of escape, but it ain't give you the same satisfaction anymore because your bills are high, your taxes are high. The way of living is more horrible. It's harder to get a decent woman. You done corrupted the minds of the women. So now all the men are pent up with frustration.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to be in the crib beating their meat off the floor. But you done left them with no decent women.
Yeah.
So they have pent up frustration and they're ready to just lash. Because a man, he got to release
Yeah,
testosterone.
yeah.
So they just say, okay, this life, it ain't good.
Yeah.
So men are just ready to lose it. Women are getting uncomfortable now because they independency. They're starting, their money is not coming in enough to keep up with the finances and the bills.
Yeah.
So everything is trouble. You can't escape from music no more. You can't escape from television. People are on TikTok looking at nostalgia videos. Man, look how vibrant the 90s were. Look at the 80s. A nigga want to go back to being 5 years old. That's when you know shit's fucked up. Niggas just saying, man, I wish nobody could play with
Music,
it.
everything, like, hey, that's why the scripture says what? The mirth, man. The mirth is gone.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Like I said, that was like one of the last birthdays with the 90s, early 2000s, but that's it. It's over, man.
If you want to go back to being a fucking baby, you know shit fuck. You want to go back to shitting and pissing on yourself?
It's funny.
You can barely speak.
You know what it is, though? You know what I'm saying? They don't want to go through the, you know, like I said, the trials and tribulations that they're going through. That's all it is.
But it's only going to get worse.
It is. The scripture says that. The birth pains gonna get worse.
Yeah,
Like you said, you got people on TikTok every day complaining about they can't find jobs and losing jobs and going homeless, evictions, and like I said, TikTok, man, like you know anything about struggle, man. TikTok dance, man.
this from Edomite.
Yeah, Edomite, all nations.
That's why I'm about to kill it, man. 'Cause they losing control of the narrative, man.
Yeah, that's what it is.
They had some brothers coming out in Chicago saying none of that stuff happened. You know, that's why it's like, so it's like, you know, speaking of it, man, like sooner or later everybody can wake up like, yo, this man trying to pin us against each other, and then we, you know, they gonna form against them.
Yeah, right, you know? Because, to the brother's point, everything is coming out to where people have just lost it. They have nothing to turn to. You know, there's not so many basketball games you can watch and actually enjoy.
Hey, you say that basketball game is not the same anymore.
Nah,
Like I said, just again, that's like this, like the like the latest one with the NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? That was like the most one of the boys NBA Finals, man. They said that the viewership wasn't as big as prior years. You know what I'm saying? Go to show you, man. Like I said, everything is dead. But continue.
yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? They have nothing to fall back on. They can't fall on mama because mama's destroyed them. You know, they can't fall on the church that they used to fall on. You know, I got problems. I need to go and see the pastor. You go and see the fucking pastor. He charges you $15 an hour just for counseling.
Shit.
You know?
Shit, hey, time to find out that these pastors have been exposed.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? To them, they can't run in the church. Hey, like, actually, it's the opposite. People are leaving the church.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do all the hypocrisy, all this, you know what I mean? All the sex allegations that's going on in the
Shit, people becoming their own pastors. You get on TikTok, niggas ain't in the church. They their own pastors. They open up. They got their own. They say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna start a TikTok congregation, and I'm gonna be the pastor."
Yeah, pretty much.
Women are doing it. Men are doing it. They open up a Bible and they just start.
Yeah, it's easy.
Because they sincerely believe in it, but they don't think these churches are real. So they say, "I'm gonna just do it on my own."
Like I said, you can do anything on the internet. So, and, hey, it's all game, man.
As long as you got a following,
Yeah,
you
as long
can
as you
literally
got
do whatever the fuck. Because niggas are falling. People are stupid. People fall. People are naturally falling. Blind leave the blind. They go fall.
Yeah, boy.
There's nothing wrong with being a follower, but you fall in the wrong motherfucker, leading you to destruction.
That's right.
Listen, right to you.
You got people with 1 million followers
Yeah, surprise.
being influenced by a Nimsky, an imbecile.
Tyson, that, Speed, them prime examples, man. You know,
And they got the kids.
yeah.
So that's real. And then they got porn stars on their fucking streams.
Yeah, to me in the channel, oh yeah, that makes sense. I said, damn. Kids be watching that shit. I'm like, damn.
Whenever you see pornography involved in something like that, just know this shit's owned by Amalek. Amalek is controlling that shit because that guy Aiden Ross, which he's the biggest one, he's Amalek.
Yeah.
The shit is all corrupted, man. They want the minds of the people, and they got the minds of the people. You look at your celebrity women entertainers. Every last one of them are on stage, half naked, shaking their head. Every last one.
You seen Ice Spice recently?
Yeah, the
Picture?
prayer.
Yeah, she got worse, bro. You look at her, bro. You can see like they suck the soul out of her ass.
She threw a ball for at the end of that prayer too.
Yeah.
She did a slow. He was like, "Amen." And she looked at him like, so she done gave herself completely to singing.
Yeah.
Cause what's the nigga named Talib? He said, "Let's pray to
let's
God."
pray to, yeah.
During the whole prayer, she
Right,
like,
she
like she mixing. The demon is like, like. And then he said, "Amen," and she like, and she threw the ball for and kind of put it down quickly when he walked there.
Yeah.
I said, it wax worse and worse, man.
Yeah.
These are the people that all people look up to.
Yeah. That's what happens, man. And plus, you can tell that, I mean, like I said, it's been proved that, like, some of her sales, like her album flopped so hard. So, you know, like you said, she still can't. I guess she's still trying to. You know, it's how it is, man. You know, and for you to try to keep your relevancy as much as possible, you gotta sell your soul even further, man. To the point, as the scripture said, you shall gain the whole world and lose their own soul. So.
But see, this shows you how we know that Esau don't care about the music industry like he did anymore, because if he did, he wouldn't be signing so many acts that don't have any good music or good substance, because he's seeing these sales come through. He's not an idiot. He knows what's coming through. But it shows you that he's ready to move on from this shit. Why would he invest and keep investing in the same type of artists that are not recouping enough money to keep financing their tours, financing their promotion, financing their merch, you know? Financing these videos. Everything costs money. Tour buses, crew members, all the people that help work on these equipment and the people that work on their images and hair and dress and makeup team and all this shit that costs money, that comes out of the label pocket. So why would he keep investing in this if he's not getting a good return? Because he wants to destroy the shit.
Yeah, and again, like you said before, that's why you only see 5, like you said, great artists that still haven't kept their relevancy. That's why Issa can't create new artists anymore, because what? Like I said, it's oversaturated. like I said, he may use you for a certain period of time, like you said, I expect like 6 shoots at a certain period of time, but now it's over now. Like you say, he's moving on to the next, who I can implant next, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then keep it moving.
Yeah, they had the Billboard Awards this week, and the top 10 songs of the summer, only one song was a hip hop song. Can you guess which one it was? Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. Now, he's one of the biggest rappers in hip hop. So for one, that don't really count because he's one of the biggest. And that song was based off what? Beef. So it took one of your biggest acts to get into a beef, just for one hip hop song to get into the top. And then they had it listed at 5. The rest were all Edomite genres. And it was another Jake that got that country song, Tipsy.
Yeah.
Everybody at the bar getting tipped. It's a Jake. He do country music, but he had to do country music to get up there.
Wow.
So it shows you the state of hip hop is completely done. Your biggest song came from one of your biggest acts and it took a beat. It shouldn't take guys that already been in the rap game 13, 14 years to kind of give you some more music. That shows you he don't care about it anymore.
Yeah, he's done with it.
He's done with hip hop.
Yeah. And I can see, I guess, I couldn't remember, I guess that he said try to go to the African music now with that girl, what's her name? The one that made it Water, Taya, whatever her name is.
Oh, they look
Tyler, yeah. I think it's shit Jake, right? What do you think? I remember, I really can't say it.
But either way, like you look at these genres that run the world. At the end of the day, it shows you that Esau don't like Jake. They gonna consume what they want to consume. That's why you got a group like BTS, the South Korean group, that's so fucking huge around the world, and they never but groups that's marking Jake.
Yeah.
With the dance moves, the R&B singing, all they doing is marking what they sing Jake.
Yeah.
And
They
they're
just
selling
mobilize.
way more than any other Jake that can dance better, sing better.
Yeah.
But they the ones it's crazy.
You know what it is? Because again, they're from a different nation, so it's Moabite. You know, so to them, that, you know what I'm saying? Us, they seen this 1,000 times, so they nothing new. But when they see a Moabite or any other nation, they're like, because it's different.
It shows you that envy for Jake.
Yeah.
They wait for another nation to do it. And that goes back, this ain't nothing new. They showed you in that movie, The 5 Heartbeats, when they wanted to sell their record. And then they, on the record, they had the Edomites on it. They were just singing our song.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
They was just singing our fucking song.
Heartbreaks.
I got nothing but love.
Singing doo-wop.
I think the police pulled them over that same day, and they because they tried to say they was artists. The police didn't believe them, so then they was like, "No, nigga, sing a song then."
So it shows you they always wait till they can take what Jake has and then give it to the other nations or themselves, so then they can
do it better. That's all it is.
That's how you know they almost done with Jake.
Yeah, they done with you.
Yeah, if we wasn't here, they'd rewrite history. So like, they'd rewrite Michael Jordan, say he was a white man. They said Michael Jackson was a white man. They said all LeBron James, all these different actors and so Denzel Washington.
But see, what they don't understand is really it's the Lord bringing it into the shit. The Lord is ready to move us to the next point in the story. So all of this stuff is coming at an all-time low because the Lord is really done with it.
Yeah.
It's time for the next step. And that's the fall of America. Man.
That's right. Yeah.
The 10 toes, the beast kingdom.
Yeah.
Europe.
Yeah. For us, for us to get the kingdom, one kingdom has to be thrown down, man. Like I said, and it's East Kingdom. Like I said, he had his time, man. You know, his time is up, man. You know, he had 3 rulerships already, man. You know, the Greece, the Roman, and then Americas, man. You know, the European. But yeah, you go ahead.
The book of Amos, chapter 9 and verse 8. Behold, the eyes of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. If anybody want to get it, you can. But Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is watching this place, you know. The golden cup that has been in the Lord's hands is down there at the dredges where, you know, this devil has nothing else, you know. And what the brothers have brought out, he actually thinks that the Lord is not making this happen, you know. Yahweh Shem Yahushai has been watching this place since its incarnation, and now he's going to destroy it, you know.
Yeah, I got something to back you up.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
This is Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4. It says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build what I will throw down. They shall call them the border of wickedness and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever.
See, the Lord is throwing this shit down. And he's using his sword to do it. He's using his sword to basically use the sword on himself.
Yeah.
So Esau is self-sabotaging, but he thinks he's doing it through his plan.
Yeah, I'm bringing my new world order.
No, nigga, the Lord got a spirit, a perverse spirit in you to self-sabotage.
Yeah, that's
Because all it's going to lead to is your destruction.
the enterprise. Joe, you know that thing.
I got another one to back you up, brother. This is
Because any man in his right mind with no war, nothing good can come from continuous wars. Even David understood that. Like at some point, war got to fucking stop. Even the Lord told him, your hands too bloody. You can't build my temple.
yeah.
So we had a period of 40 years of this. And that was the only time we had an earth like the king. Think about it. The people that the earth is for, we only ruled the earth for 40 years. It under the way it was supposed to be ruled. As Hebrew Israelites. Only for 40 years.
Interlude, man.
Out of thousands of years of history.
Generation.
Who was born in that time period, man? Must have been very blessed, man.
Generation.
Been in the first 40 years. I mean, that's a blessing to get it. See it.
But it was complete peace.
Yes, yeah.
No
That's what I
war.
said.
No war, no pestilence, just no famine. Just
Build it.
strive.
Yep. With all the other
Just
nations.
live.
Yep. Yep. Trading and all that
Quiet.
stuff. Yep.
Esau, war.
That's famine, death, disease,
Natural disaster.
sickness,
Perverseness.
calamity after calamity after calamity, homosexuals, sodomy, transvestites, pedophilia, bestiality.
That could be a second chapter, man. He's held never satisfied.
What is it? Autobots and Decepticons.
It's a scene from Deadpool.
Disney Channel.
Hollywood.
It's a scene from Deadpool.
Yeah.
It's a scene from Deadpool when Deadpool had that woman by her neck, you know?
Which one?
Uh,
First, second.
The last Deadpool.
Oh,
Wolverine did. Yeah.
Deadpool had the woman by her neck, you know, like with the helmet on her head, you know, to stop her power.
That must be the second one.
No, it's the last one that just came.
Oh, yeah.
So Deadpool was like, why are you so evil? And the woman was like, either my woman was like, I wish I knew. It was just in her innate nature to be the way that she was. She don't know why she was the way she was, but she just wanted to kill shit. You know?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I think you're talking about Xavier. People for
I got another one.
I got another one out.
This is Mark chapter 3 and verse 24. It says, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end. You know. So,
Oh, yeah. I remember you said that Esau will basically use his own low levels to get to achieve where he, like I said, to achieve his enterprise, man. And which he did. Like just like you got it.
That's why the scriptures talk about those two horns, which is his two power structures, and how he gives people that witchcraft and that illusion that they have. You know, they can pick and choose. You know, that they got a choice. You know, and meanwhile he tax you out your ass, and you continue a perpetual slave under his system. You know, so he can keep you running that hamster wheel, so you can stay in power.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You know, that's why a lot of people think that they have a choice because they actually think that you can choose their leader. Oh, I can choose who my leader is. No, your leader has already been chosen.
Yeah, think about how psychotic that is for a second though. How many presidents been 50 what?
45.
40, okay. So you've had this many elections, and every single election is always opposition
Yeah. You know.
in your kingdom.
Yeah.
It's always an opposing side. Nobody sees that as crazy.
You know.
Nobody, y'all never on unity.
You know.
It's always something to have an opposing side about.
Yeah.
And we're for this and we're for that. Why ain't everything just fixed?
Right.
That shows you this shit is crazy.
And on top of that, like I said, these are the two candidates throughout the whole presidency that, again, the people never chose for themselves. You know what I'm saying? From, like I said, from the ground up that they never knew as a child. You know what I'm saying? You would think, okay, I want somebody that, you know, I'm the leader. I want somebody that's in our community that we go around with, that understand the struggle.
Yeah. Who your mama? Who your grandma?
Yeah, I'm saying like that.
Who
You
your
know, somebody
uncle?
you
Who
never
your kin?
Yeah, that, I mean, that's what it's supposed to be.
That's the first thing Jake asked. We see you at the family reunion. Who you my cousin?
Yeah.
I don't remember you. Who your oh you such and such. Oh yeah. Come here. Because they might not know you, but if they know them, you automatically in. Oh
Structure of how
yeah.
you've been brought up.
Exactly.
But if they don't know you, you put that plate down.
Oh yeah. Until we get some confirmation, don't you touch nothing.
Put that plate down. Nah, man, dead ass. I seen the video like that where women
Our
was like,
family do that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They do that.
put that plate down, put that plate down. Who you get with? Who you get with?
Did you get your shirt? No, I ain't
And you
Yeah,
got
that's right, that's right.
and you have to greet everybody.
gotta have that family
Don't
shit.
you
Yes,
go
sir.
in
You
there
gotta
and grabbing
have
no
that
goddamn
shit.
plastic plate and you ain't greet everybody there. You better greet the ones that sitting in that. See, this is what we came from. It ain't like that today. But everybody, the older folks that sitting in the living room, make sure you go find them. Don't make them have to see you later. And you go find them. Hey, I'm such and such. You deal with whatever the rhetoric you been listening to. Then you go upstairs and see whoever upstairs. Then you go to the kitchen, or no, you go outside. So you got to greet them. Then you go to the kitchen, whoever in the kitchen. Did you greet Sunset?
Yeah, give him a hug. Okay.
You know, that's courtesy, that's respect, that's heritage, that's the stuff that we learn.
I mean, shit, they show you a movie. They show you the Godfather. You know? They want to show you respect to the family and then mingle, then you eat. You know? Elon does the same shit. Visit the elders and then, you know, everybody else.
Nowadays, no, I just came out to get a plate. I ain't even going for it.
I
can't stay long.
I can't stay long. I gotta go back to work.
Yeah,
It wasn't like that in the 90s. I remember how it was being a child in the 90s. Everybody talked to everybody, even if you didn't agree with each other or you didn't fuck with everybody. Everybody talked with everybody at least for a little bit.
And you get a family picture.
And those were the best moments because you got into arguments with your cousins. You meet somebody, you end up meeting a chick you like on this side of the family. Like, man, she bad. What side of the family she on? Oh, that you good? That ain't, that ain't your first cousin. I'm dead ass.
You sure that's my cousin?
and that's legal.
Those were the good days, man. That's what people want to go back to, but it ain't going back. You gotta wait for the kingdom for that. That type of unity and community and bonding over. Because actually, mealtime is actually a time for bonding. You know, supper. They call it supper.
Yeah.
It's actually a time to bond and break bread. You know,
I got precept.
you don't just eat and then stuff your face and then go back. About your business. People sit. Talk, shoot the shit. That's what breaking bread is about. Especially after a long day, which when you don't have these things set up in the household, it causes people to look for another way, and when they don't find a solution, it drives them crazy. Because those are basic functionalities that should be in the house. A man, a woman, children, breaking bread at the table at the end of the day. He knows what's going on with his kids. He knows what's going on with his wife. You know, and he divulges what he wants them to know. And, you know, it's a sense of comfort that brings. Just that piece alone being taken away, it takes a lot from a man, you know?
That's a good day.
That's a good word.
Yeah, when you can find that and you know, it happens in a day, that's a good day. You know, you're not worried about tomorrow. Here it is, we living in the kingdom, we got to worry about next week if we got to eat or not. You know? You planning on shit. You planning on your vacation 2 years in advance.
That's crazy.
You know?
That's mad.
Here it is, the New Year's roll around, you got to tell these motherfuckers when you want to take vacation.
If they even approve it.
If they even approve it, that's why you got to let them know.
You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, don't forget about seniority too. You know, somebody that's higher level, they get there longer than you, they get it first.
Yeah, and I've been down that road. You know, you got to let these motherfuckers know when you want to have a vacation or even a day off.
That's sad.
You got to give me 24 hours in advance if you want a day off. Why?
Man, what was gonna happen in that 24 hours?
Exactly.
Yeah, right,
Something
you know
your
what I'm saying?
family, something like that.
Car accident.
You gotta bring in a note. That's sad.
Right.
You know what?
Doctor's note.
Yeah. You know what we do so fast? I remember one time I went to school. One of my teachers, you know what I'm saying? Basically, she had a funeral, you know, the family, and then what made her upset is that basically she had to get like a funeral press to let her know as proof that one of her family members actually died.
Ain't that bad?
That's fucking sad, man.
It's wicked.
That's E, man. He constantly clocking us. It goes all back to slavery. You know, you had to have a certain pass, and let's say master send you off to go and get some shot, whatever the case may be, to go from this plantation to that. You had to have a pass. And if you didn't have your papers, or let's say, bro, you didn't even know how to read off those papers, and them slaves catch you, man, best believe your ass gonna get tortured. And if you was a woman, God forbid, you was gonna get raped, hanged, whatever the case may be, man.
And nobody would have believed you either.
And they put those same type of rules and regulations to these schools. You gotta have a hall pass. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
To
yeah,
be in the
man, that's
hallways
pretty
and so on
yeah.
and so forth. Or your ass gonna be in detention.
That's slavery. That's how you know you go back to
Yeah,
slavery. That all
man.
bad shit. I remember that. Yeah. That don't make sense when it comes to the truth. That's like, damn.
Or in prison, you gotta have a certain slip. You know, or like the guard gotta be with you to escort you from here to there.
That's
You
what
gotta get all that
any
bus that
nigga
go like a
woman.
prison bus.
See, look, but any nigga woman that willingly lays down with either like off with her head. Cause how could you do that knowing your great grandmother, great grandmother, you know what I'm saying, probably got raped at the hands of the Edomite. Cause she had, you know what I'm saying, but you willingly laying down with these niggas.
Not even that. That's babies.
Burn your ass at the stake, man. Cause you follow the lineage of their seed. You can't see that, you dumb bitch.
But through oppression, she think that, like, she laying with an Edomite, having kids and having, she think that she can escape that oppression. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying? That's why they're willing to settle us with an Edomite that's, like you said, that's you know, that's legal, whatever, or whatever you see. I'm like, damn. Again, like you said, because what? Probably got a decent, you know, a decent house, you know, decent credit score. Let's say, you know what it is, man.
Yeah, right,
You know,
you know.
and they believe that's why I say, you know what I'm saying?
Until nighttime hit, he come out with that weird ass costume.
Okay, that's it. That's
butt
it.
plugs.
Yeah.
And he like, yeah,
He
baby.
said the butt
Them
plug.
butt plugs and them
Finish shades
that
of gray.
electricity.
Finish shades of gray.
Baby, you ready? And she
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
cause you know he's so wild,
Yeah,
man.
that's true. That's true. That's
So
true.
she's
deal with that shit.
Till nighttime,
Sniffing that shit.
Crazy.
she sniffing off her ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eyes,
deal with
bloodshot red.
This said butt plug.
He's moving out of here. Oh, hey. Look at the Bernie Mac daughters, so to speak, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Look at the Bernie Mac daughters, you know what I'm saying? What's the oldest one? The dark skin, you know what I mean? Yeah. She dealing with a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Old nasty ass Edomite. You know, man, she okay with that.
And all of her posts are like trying to defend her blackness, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? And Eve actually thinks that because she has a child by this man, that somehow her child is protected. You know? Because that was the issue with Eve, you know?
Yeah.
You know, having a so-called black baby, you know, I'm worried about my
Baby
baby.
with blue eyes and all that
Well,
stuff. You know.
well, nah, you know, like I'm having a black
Oh,
so-called
that's
black baby,
like-
let me cuddle him, you know, so that way he be protected, which is why I'm in it so fucked up now. Whereas if Eve have a baby by an Edomite, she somehow, I don't know, I guess think in her mind that somehow the baby's more protected.
Yeah.
That is what it means.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because it got the hair, the something, the eye, the light, the skin color.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You know, depending on the genetics, you know what I'm saying, which is stronger, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, the child look like more of the Edomites or mother, you know, depending on the genetics, how the brother.
It's more acceptable for an Edomite to walk up and see a darker skinned baby and say, that's my child, than it is for a Jake to walk around with an Edomite child and say, that's my child. You know what I'm saying? The mindset of Eve is just shut the fuck out. I got another.
Oh, it's like you got more?
Well, I was gonna land back on what you was going into as
So
far
it's like
as
the
Eve.
black and white situation that's going on.
No, I got something to tie in. I can go to.
All right, come on. Land back on what the brother went out earlier. Going back to the book of Amos, chapter 1 and verse 1. Thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai power. For 3 transgressors of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. You know, and that's also going back into how, you know, this devil don't actually think that it's Yahweh Shem Yahushai that's doing this too. You know? Because he did pursue his brother with the sword and did cast up all pity. And he's doing that now, you know, because the sword of this devil stands well beyond, you know, like his carnal weapons. You know, it goes into his food, it goes into his philosophy, it goes into, you know, where he actually put us, you know, the water system, whatever. You know, everything that this devil lays his hand on is a sword unto him because he uses it as a sword against us in the world. But fuck the world, you know, it's all about Yeshua. And did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. You know, and that's exactly what he's done, and that's what he's doing. You know, he's constantly showing us how much he actually hates us. You know, but we see it. You know, and that's why during these times, you know, like when the devil shuts everything off, he's not going to care about his people, or let alone Yasharala. You know, because he's done using Jake. You know, he's got as much out of Jake as he can possibly get, and now he thinks that a robot is going to be the replacement towards, you know, the next or like things. You know, he actually thinks that AI is going to rebuild a system that he sees fit. You know, going back to what the body was saying, how about Shimmy Al-Shai has him in the trick bag into thinking that it's by his power.
Yeah.
You got it.
Again, you know, like going back to Job, man, what that's his enterprise. That's what he wants. He wants everything digital, artificially. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, what he wants, man. And then he believes like me and you that, which is totally opposite. Which you already know, the MOTE, all like he wants to control everything.
Exactly. Let me say this. Even though his anger continues perpetually, ours is going to continue perpetually until he's wiped off the face of the earth. You know? And to put a timestamp on it, from day one of the kingdom starts your clock. 1,000 years from then, you're done. You know?
Yep, there's no need of Edomites, you know, at dinner because, you know, we got other nations, you know what I'm saying, that can be served to. So,
Yeah, we
there's
got
no
17 other nations out there.
point. So, hey, plenty enough. Like I said,
16 excluding the Yasharala.
Yeah. And look how big Israel is, and we don't even know the tribe of Dan is. You know? So you take that in consideration.
Yeah. Again, they go to show you how much the boy really hated Esau, man, from the beginning, man. For him to get exterminated, you know what I'm saying? Well, all the nations, the most hated ones, for you to go to show you, man.
He said, he said, my indignation for his people forever, man. So you gotta look that on you gotta really analyze that, man, because we're on a different time than the Lord, man. You know, 1,000 years is one day to the Lord, man.
Damn,
You know, so as he said forever,
Yeah.
and it's only been like what 2 days, whatever the case may be, to the Lord. So
like I said, just live more on me. So in the kingdom, when the time comes, say one day to the Lord, you know, Esau will go out there in one day in the Lord's time. That's crazy. It's one day. He said, I hate you. That's crazy. In the Lord's time, one day, and time in the kingdom. Because like I said, our time, you know, like I said, our time period is gonna be very slow, which is very beautiful.
Oh,
You know, slavery, but Lord's time is like one day. I said, damn.
Kind, you know, scripture
Not
say
even
that.
3 days.
Nope. Not even
Not
3
even
days.
2 days.
So
Not
scripture
24
say
hours.
that
Yeah, 24 hours. I said, damn.
we will do the same thing that Yahushua did in greater. So, you know, if Yahushua repaired the ear, cut the fucking labor and repair that, send your ass back to work, it takes not having to worry about me, my coat. You know? You don't do your job? All right, you know, shit, I'm cutting your ear. I'm gonna sit back, come back tomorrow, and make your wounds. But expect the ass whooping every day.
Yeah, you can just wake up knowing you get your ass.
I can imagine eating like
Except for the Sabbath.
Yeah.
Except for the Shabbat. You might well just get that out your head.
He gonna have PTSD.
No hope.
Huh?
There wasn't no hope for us. We had to wake up every day on them plantations knowing what the fuck we was going to endure. So fuck you, bitch.
Yeah. Can you imagine you work like 28 hours, something like that, and then you get one day rest? It's like even that one day at the Sabbath, it's not going to even help because it's going to make it worse because you know your mind even
Think about it.
you ain't got no time to heal. You got PTSD.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got no time to heal, so
You gonna be on the Sabbath. You gonna be thinking that it's a regular day, and it's the Sabbath all day.
Yeah.
You gonna be working this shit.
Hey, like you said,
12 hours later, you know. Right, soon when evening comes, that's your ass.
Have a sign.
That's what I'm saying. You don't even have to rest, so it's gonna make it worse.
We're gonna
You
speed
know
up
what
the
I'm saying?
days on the Shabbat.
Yeah.
We're gonna speed up the time.
Work, man. So you gotta work. Go ahead, Zabak.
This is
Let's Zabak get into
This is Obadiah, verse 10. It says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces and orders entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother and the day.
Look at them. What do they bring to the earth? I mean, look at them. You gonna share the kingdom with that? Fuck no, man.
Not at all.
And they've always stood against us, you know, during the time of the
Eaters,
first
that's
time.
what they are. They're just eaters. That's all.
Yeah,
It
it
is.
used to be.
It's like
At least
Yeah,
we had
overhead.
at least in slavery we had the capabilities to be able to be runaways because we always fast, strong, we could jump over shit. They don't even have the capabilities to be runaway slaves. They don't have the attributes. They can't even outrun us in our base state. So how can they do it in a God state? They're fucking doing it.
I'm not even try though.
You know how fast you gotta be to be considered a runaway?
Yeah,
Jake was
yeah. Running through that thing.
Jake, one of these 40-yard dashes, man, running a 4-3 through the
Outrunning dogs.
going through ponds and shit.
Yeah.
Women.
Yeah.
Jake was utilizing them skills, bro.
Yeah.
I said, what the hell?
Because they wasn't catching Jake till like days later.
Jack now back then with a thing like that.
At night,
He survived.
Yeah, Jake was getting up out of there. Jake was getting up out of there.
And then not to mention the ones who was rebelling, you know, like Nat Turner and his, you know, whole congregation, how he was fighting against the slaves.
Yeah.
They couldn't catch their asses, man. You know, coming through, hey, got his ass with an axe, all type of shit.
Just like Garrett, you know, Ruben that was fighting on E. They was in the swamps.
Damn.
Under the swamp. Esau walking with his Gatling gun. Garrett under there.
Kill it.
Come out. Jump out. You can just picture it. Just jump out. Wow, so Neymar shit. Killing their ass. And that's where they get Neymar shit from. The water people. Garrett out there in Florida, them swamps, they was in there waiting on ambushing E.
Bang.
Had to.
And the swamp too. We can't see
Filthy.
shit.
Man, I gotta watch that too, man.
Watch it.
That nigga killed the water like
Good. Yeah.
I said, God damn.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
You had more on that out?
Yeah.
Yes. It's
Verse
Obadiah.
12, Obadiah says, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day that thy brother and the day that he became a stranger, neither should have thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither should have thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. So, you know, as we see, it's going to take Yahweh Shemyahushai to bring this devil down, because you'll run into him, and you know, they'll see us on the highways and byways and so forth, and they'll smirk and they'll laugh and different things. Why? Because they enjoy who they are in the earth. You know what I'm saying? Their history is profound in them. You know what I'm saying? It's established in them from a young age, and it should be that. You know, and it is a good thing, because it's a worthy adversary. You know what I'm
They
saying?
proud. Nigga, you better not need. You better stand for our anthem.
Yeah. So
Serious. Like I said, when you
Take
football,
your
you
damn
know,
hat
like
off
me,
for your pants up.
they were serious about them. You know what I mean? Any NFL, they don't, you know, you don't need, they fire. You see that? It's like,
So they, you know, it's gonna take the help by Shemyahushai to break to break them down. What you gonna see, pride falling before destruction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this place is definitely due for just that.
Yep.
I got a precept after you. Can I bring this out? Now I'm backing up what the brother just brought out.
Yeah, it's crazy. They see America falling, and they say we gotta do everything to save it, but they won't consider the fact of what they did. That maybe that has an inkling on how the place is collapsed. Like maybe it's the millions upon millions of people you murdered, raped, stole from to build your fucking colonies, nigga. They don't even consider it. So that's prideful, man. They don't even consider that as being a cause of their fall. It's because of us. It's because of us, our bankers, and us. It's just us. We're the reason. We have to get control over it. It's not about what you did to us, though.
Yeah, you know,
That's not an issue. They don't even consider it.
That's the spirit. Can I bring this out? Can I bring this out? The book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. And back on what you said, you know, they don't consider the blood that they shed.
And also, I go back to Zechariah where it says they should hold themselves not guilty, man. You know, which they do, man. You know, like I said, this was on that side, man. You know, like I said, you know, you can be Edomite. It's like you can be a witch. It's like you can be like a widow, teenage Edomite. You know, that got drunk. You know, and had Jake killed in a car accident. 4 Jake's killed in a car accident. You go to church for it. You know that your family got ties in. You know, with the court system, then you maybe get about 3 years. Shoot, even less. Or hey, you might even be counted. Oh, he got a mental illness or shit like that, and then hey, you get off scot-free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how corrupt. You know, like I said, the American justice system is, man. You know, like I said, again, it's not designed for our people, man. It is designed for them. You know, like I said, yeah, it's cool for them.
Yeah. And if they're failing and you haven't accomplished anything, you don't fail altogether.
Yeah, that's why, man.
You got it.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor to fill the face of the world with cities. It says, for I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. You know, so because ultimately, hey man, like the brothers was going into as far as Edomite supremacy, they have benefited, you know, off of their forefathers, man. You know, and they constantly to this day they're constantly in that proud American Edomite spirit, man.
Not the jump, but also the other nations that come over here, man. You know, you other Edomites, and then you other nations, you Hamites, you Ishmaelites that set up, like I said, your stores and your businesses, man. You know, primarily in Czech neighborhood. You got to get it too, because like you said, you know what I'm saying, Moabites, Koreans, whatever, man, they got to pay too, because y'all know what y'all doing. Like I said, prime example is the movie Good Head, man. You know, with Chris Rock. Like I said, you other nation, like you said, they use our women because they know that our women are the biggest spenders. They know that. Like I said, it's $1 billion business. Yeah. Like I said, going back to the curses, you know, go back to Isaiah with the scab and all that stuff, the earrings and all that stuff. What I women do? They buy weave, hair, and makeup. Big business, man.
And they all benefited. The scripture said they had created a tumult.
Yep. You know. And what do? They send right back at home to their own nation.
I got this real quick.
Going back to what Hanaya had said about the other nations, I see the clip. Goop bitch, she on the subway train with blonde hair.
Yeah, nigger. Yeah, you don't like the truth, huh, B-boy?
Like she went on a straight racial rant. But she's a goop with blonde hair, mind you. She's going on a racial rant. But it shows you she came here, or her family came here. She grew up here amongst Jake, seen the state of Jake, and decided, forget about what Jake went through doesn't matter. The effects of what Jake went through doesn't matter. When you put a people through that type of psychological damage and that type of oppression and slavery, the trickle-down effect is going to be, if you ask me, we're doing great. We're spending power at y'all about shit shop. Because after slavery, you had Jim Crow, you had the crack epidemics, the war on drugs. You gave us gangster rap, and you created these niggas. And still you have a remnant with some sense in their fucking brain. Yeah. So if you ask me, what other people on earth could withstand half of what we went through? But they don't even consider the things that we went through. They just look at our faces.
You're loud black bitches, always loud in the Walmart fighting. Your men sell drugs, your men on child support. They don't take care of their kids. That rap music you listen to.
They just look at the state you're in. They don't consider what has happened to you as a nation as being an issue. Yeah. And that's what the Lord will smack the shit out of you for. How dare you look down on us?
Yeah. They drug money that funded the wars to help them. You know, they had us fucking selling it in, you know, New York and so on and so forth, and all these, you know, throughout the nation. And we had to serve that life sentence, whatever the case may be. While them other ones is popping off and just sending money to Amalek and so on and so forth, man.
Mhm.
You know, they ain't paid for shit, man. But best believe they are in debt, man. The Lord is gonna, require that of them, man.
Oh yeah. Again, that's why, like I said, now, like I said, everybody get it now. Like I said, these boot shops and Elam, they're using their businesses, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? They gotta go back home. You know, because like I said, their homeland, they ain't shit at their homeland. So you know what I'm saying? That was it.
Yeah, that no fucking told now.
Hey, it's my niggas. So, yeah, whoever got big.
Yeah, just real quick, you got it. This is Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 1. Come near, ye nations, to her, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all the things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter. And that's ultimately what it's going to come to, man. The Lord is going to destroy these nations, man. Be it nuclear weapons and so on and so forth. He's going to bring these nations to naught, man. Because honestly, man, it's time for their asses to be in chains as well, man. Because of what they did to us. You brothers back.
Yeah, Con, it don't matter if you keep your children here, with being afraid of sending them over there for the war. Either way you cut the cake, their judgment is set, whether you're here or you're over there. So let me bring this out right quick, Brother Kashar. Would anybody have anything? You can bring it out.
It was just going into what the brother was talking about how these nations don't even consider the predicament and the things that we went through. The reason why our people are so psychologically thrown throughout the earth and fucked up. But it says, Jeremiah 15 and 5, it says, for who shall have pity on thee, O Jerusalem? It says, for who shall bemoan thee? And they don't bemoan us whatsoever, man. They look at the state of our people and they just like, well, they just finished, they through, and they leave us there. It says, for who shall go aside to ask how thou doest, So they ain't really trying to put no real kind of effort into making sure we were comfortable, because they not wrong. Jake fucked up, but it's based on the circumstances, So they.
Got that real quick time. Like said, going back to the movie The American Gangster, you remember when Frank Lucas got arrested? He said what? The times they want to get rid of you.
Yeah, come.
You know why? He said, of course he was from the South, but he said why? He said, because he said, that's your Jake. On top of that, you know what I'm saying? Because it fucks up their businesses.
Yeah.
And on top of that, and he said, you represent progress.
Come. Oh no, yeah, that's it.
Again, for his people, so even like I said, even though you still drag at it, but again, it's the fact that he's a Jake and his business, like I said, they never expected for him to get to be dragged up to that. That's why they didn't like. They was afraid of him.
Yeah.
Like I said, they wanted to tag community. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, once Jake was established, Towns would have been out of there.
Yeah.
So even though, like I said, it wasn't really betrayed how to fight. We're just a movie about again progress.
Yeah.
Like I said, these other nations see that we're progressing, they hate that.
Yeah.
That shit goes back to like I said before that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's what? We are peculiar people.
Yeah, they gotta have their hand in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they don't have their hand, see, they don't mind progress
Yeah.
as long as they're controlling.
Yeah, controlling it. It's like it.
Yeah.
Because they can turn it up and turn it down when they want. They'll
Yeah.
allow you to have some millions.
Yeah.
They allow you to live in a gated community.
It's like
But if they don't have their hand in it,
Yeah.
they don't want you
Yeah.
progressing. The
Yeah.
moment you progress without them, what they doing over
With
there?
the, yep.
What them niggas got going on over there?
That's
Yeah.
all they can do.
Yeah.
But they plot and take us down.
Yeah.
That's what the brother was just speaking about. They wanted to, they joined the build with us on building the temple. The other nations, they was like, oh shit. Which they saw the power that we had, which he saw sees the power that we had. That's why he spoke whenever, like you said, with Frank Lucas, he said you represent progress. You got it, brother. That was it on that.
Yeah, Con. Man, back on what Zariella was bringing out, as well as all the other brothers. The book of Sirach, chapter 41, and I'll start at verse 6 and read down a little bit. The inheritance of sinners, children shall perish, and their prosperity shall have a perpetual reproach. The children will complain of an ungodly father because they have reproach for his sake. Regardless, if it happened then or if it happened now. Your fathers have built this nation or has destroyed the kingdom of Yasharallah, by the sword. You have shed a lot of blood in this land. It came out earlier where, the Native American Indians had to use special tactics against you motherfuckers just to get through their time. Well, the time to come is going to be even more gruesome, you know what I'm saying? Because the devil's going to seek, you know, to do what he did in the past to Yahshua, you know? And it's going to come to nothing, you know? And it's going to come to nothing, you know? Because you pursued us with the sword when we left out of Egypt, and you're going to try to come in like a flood during this time, in the time of this Egypt, you know? But your children are the ones that's going to pay for this, you know? I'm pretty sure that, you know, their forefathers had an idea of what they wanted to do, you know? Well, now their children are paying for it, and there's nothing that their children can say about it. You know, you can sit back and use it mean, you know, this, that, or the other, but you're benefiting from it. And you've been benefiting from it, and you have never made any laws to amend, or you have never caused any amendments to your laws to help us.
Yeah, I could see an Edomite with no arms, no legs on the street corner begging for help. That won't even move me 1%. I'm concerned with the state that I'm in with my creator. I don't give a fuck about these other nations and no goddamn Edomite, man. You gotta be out your fucking, what you've done to our people and still doing, and the lack of consideration and empathy that you have within yourselves. I don't give a damn about no fucking Edomite. I don't give a damn about 2/3 of my own people.
I was just about to say that, yeah.
Them niggas is bold, man.
Last time
And even
The fact that you made your kingdom.
right. Nah, what the brother said was spot on, because you gotta think about it. Every exit you get off of, every stop, you got Jake out there at bumming for money. You know what I'm saying? And you never know, they might really need it, or it might be a hustle. But right now, they ain't the mind state. We ain't in the mind state to be. You know what I mean? Here you go. Nah, man, we trying to make sure we right. You know what I mean? You know? And remember, it's always about waking the elect up. You know, it's all, yeah, we feel the pain for our people because we went through it. We go through it. But we gotta remember, it's a small remnant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we can't deal with these niggas how they want to be dealt with because they have a sickness. Like you got these niggas say, oh, R.P. Rich Homie Quan. The nigga, you gonna listen to a song that's telling you to pop a molly and drink lean. All day long. And then say, oh man, R.P. Quan. And what the fuck do you care about Quan any goddamn way? These niggas dying every goddamn day. But Quan special to you because he made a couple songs. Master allowed him to make a couple songs that he wasn't even eating off of while he was alive, really, because him himself would tell you he was kind of in a dire state. You know what I'm saying? You niggas ain't got time to be saying RP on you. Nigga, it's about to be RP you soon.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Real quick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, T. Like I said, when somebody dies that they don't even know him, I'm like, do you know this nigga personally? Have you been to his house?
I mean, you acknowledge it because, you know, it's part of news. So you know Jake want to acknowledge it, but Jake takes shit overboard with every goddamn thing.
Yeah, but and it becomes a popularity contest because as soon as he passed, look how many not just women, even the dudes, they want to put up a picture. Damn, I was just with him. You know what I mean? Like, but their own brother could give up the ghost, saying you ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? It's all for vanity, man. You know?
Yeah, people in your actual lineage, your cousin on your daddy's side could pass because you didn't know him. Man, he's irrelevant.
Yeah. Right.
That don't move you at all. Though, but a nigga you don't even know, this nigga could be a degenerate, psycho, weirdo.
Oh, big I tell me he taught me how to hit the bomb. This lifestyle.
But people that really matter,
Oh, you a nobody.
Right.
You ain't made a rap song, nigga.
Yep.
I want to hear the scriptures.
Make a rap song. Make me dance.
Go ahead, bro. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Real quick, if y'all don't mind. The book of Isaiah. 1, I'm just start at 3, but the point's at 5. It says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Yasha'Allah do not know, my people do not consider. And you know, like we were just speaking now, these people don't really consider what's important. They don't, you know, when we see somebody give up the ghost like that, that make us go the Wadi Yahab Bashim Yahshah, that we not in that lifestyle, in that mindset. You know what I'm saying? Verse 4, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers.
Yeah, a nigga that's in the crib popping whatever he was popping or taking. You think his mind on the Lord?
Nope.
Far from it. You think he was watching videos in the crib? Right. Of the apostles? Right. So what? I feel silly if you rich on me. Nigga, what?
Yeah. Yep. It says, children that are corrupters, they have forsaken the Lord Yahweh, they have provoking the Holy One of Yasha'Allah unto anger.
That's why he out there. You know, he provoked the Lord to anger. He continued to push the narrative. That Jacob be as a generous, and it's okay.
Same thing with Young Thug.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hey,
all right.
hey, how you doing? Hey, same thing with Young Thug. They come on, free Thug, free Thug.
Yep.
Man, we ain't concerned about what Thug's case.
You know?
That's his business. If he dies, he dies. Goddamn.
Yeah, and then on top of that, they saying free Thug, but it, you know, he done put a lot of his own people down, like down.
Yeah.
So would it be free Thug if one of your little cousins was one of the dudes that got put down by him in his gang? You know what I'm saying?
And this shows you the psychological damage. And I went into this with the elder from Baltimore last week about that word thug, how it goes back to thugging. Because when you look at these names in hip hop, what I was saying basically is hip hop is basically worship of deities. All right, that's why the culture. You look at the women that's performing with their tongue out. That's a Hindu deity. You look at these names, you look at the way they move, the pants sag, and all the pants sag, all this stuff goes back to worship of deities. Everything is very spiritual. So when you saying, oh, free thug and all this shit, these people have demonic spells on them.
Don't even realize.
And don't even fucking realize it because you think the physical is more real than the spiritual. And it's not. You bug the fuck out and you got complete demons on you. The person that you rooting for got demons on them, and you got demons on you.
Thug is a deity, diva.
Yeah,
Diva goes back to, I think, a Hindu deity as well. And remember, Beyonce was the queen of pushing that diva spirit, right? Right? And what also was that pushing? It was pushing, because I'm glad you brought that out. These women that are because women running the music right now, and what are they constantly pushing? Not to be by yourself, to do it on your own. Don't have a family. You know what I mean? Beyonce was the first one, all my single ladies. But all these women that singing these songs go home to a dude, to a man. You know what I mean? But they basically pushing the destruction of our people. You know what I mean? Because a woman's not supposed to lead. But that's what they're pushing right now, with female empowerment, and they can do it all by themselves. You know? Let me finish this out, Salakia. The Holy One of Israel unto anger, they are gone away backwards. And these people are backwards. Verse 5. Why should ye be stricken anymore?
Yeah, that's what the word degenerate means. It means going backward, falling away from. Our people are degenerate. If you tell a nigga he's a degenerate, he'll want to put a blicky out on you because he don't even know what the word means. He just see it as a sign of disrespect, which goes back to what we were speaking about earlier. Emotional. You cannot, as a man, you cannot be emotional. You do not grow like that. You do not grow in emotions. If you can't feel a certain way about something that's being said, especially if it's not to your detriment. If it's for your betterment, you definitely shouldn't be feeling the way about it. Men do not deal with, the brother brought it up earlier, return to the old past. Men of old, they did not deal with the emotions. They dealt with what did it take to get this done or accomplish the best way possible. Fuck how I feel about it. That is completely irrelevant.
Oh, I didn't like the way he said it.
You gotta fight them fucking demons that you've adopted from this world.
That's right.
Yeah, deal with what is.
The brother Gabar from New York, not the elder, the one from Syracuse, he had a beautiful lesson today. He was getting on how, I ain't gonna say their names, but one of the camps was letting it slide that another camp practicing Sabbath wrongfully, right? But they brush it under the rug. But when it came to us, his whole tone changed because we bring out the grape law, the law on grape. You know what I'm saying? Right? And he broke it down how that's being emotional. You letting him slide knowing he's doing this camp is teaching something that's wrong, but it's something you want to speak smoothly. But when it comes to us, you can just hear this whole voice change. And talk about these grown men think it's okay, you know what I mean? And that's emotion, man. You know, but the scriptures right here tell you how to deal with that.
And brothers don't even speak on that often. That's another thing. We rarely ever bring up that. They talk about it like we hang together and also,
Hey, brother,
That's how it
check the struggle. I'm going.
How would you like to feel to take something like that?
Yeah.
That's how they paint that picture.
Knowing that, again, like I said, that what? The brothers got children. Come on, man. It make no damn sense, man.
And you gotta remember,
Brothers got families.
you gotta remember, you know, those was in the ancient times. Things were set in the correct order.
Yeah.
Well, Salaki, let me finish this out. It says, "Why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint." So you know, we're not worried about. You know, yes, it's beautiful that our people are waking up and knowing who they are. You know, and of course, you know, you don't want to see your people in this situation anymore. But in order to alleviate it for good, what has to happen? The elect have to be risen. This place has to be cleansed, and the kingdom of Yasharallah has to come down. Then we won't have to worry about seeing Jake on the corner asking for money, hurting. Seeing Jake walking around limping, or you can tell they high out their mind. We're not gonna have to worry about that if we do what we supposed to do. Out of one rock is how we be of the men, man. Hey, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You gotta do that first, man. You know. So
No, it makes sense. Like I said, you know, even when it comes to this truth, you have to understand. At the end of the day, this is your fight. This is your battle that you gotta go. Like I said, no brother can help you, man. At the end of the day, man. You know, you have to, like I said, improve on yourself, love yourself. You try to even help another brother, man. So again, we fight our own battles. That's why I was talking about before. That's why, you know what I'm saying? I read that's about the second chapter again. Real quick, just to explain, you know,
I'll get it real quick.
Yeah.
I got you. This is Sirach 2 and 1.
Go down to verse, I think it starts verse 4 or 5. Yeah,
All right, Sirach 2 and 4.
Yeah.
It says, "Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully."
Yeah, man. So whatever we go through, man, you know, like I said, it may hurt or whatever we go through, man. I understand, you know, the quick moment, but again, we have to revert back to the scriptures about, again, even though they talk about experience, man. Sometimes we have to go to the things to experience, man. You know, if you say something, like I said, you actually make a vow to it. Yeah. For example, like I said, talk about a woman, say, yeah, look. At the end of the day, when it comes down to it, I don't need you. You say that, but when the time comes, when you actually, let's say you made love care, let's say again, we all had a woman that you know that did whatever and then she leave you. You understand? I mean, you have to keep your word about it, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't just say, "Oh, baby," no. It's like, no, man. Again, stand on what you believe in, man. Like I said, everything comes with a sacrifice, man. You know? Again, we have many bros followers that fell out the camp or the truth due to a woman, man. You know, I'm not just talking about that, I'm talking about jobs, money, whatever, man. Stand by what you say, man. As I always say, you gotta, like I said, you don't stand for nothing, you don't stand for anything. You know? Especially us men in law, we know that we have the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? We have to, look, man, you gotta have standards in this thing, you gotta have integrity, man. You know what I'm saying? You cannot forget we are men of the Lord, man. Not just any truth, but we have the real doctrine, man. Stand on what you believe in, man. And whatever we believe in, like I said, it's gonna happen. Again, just like our forefathers, man. Our forefathers had to sacrifice their time, their family, whatever, man. You know, to achieve what they got. Again, look what happened, man. Prime example, look at the Job, man. Job got 10 times than what he got, man. He may have not got it right then and there. He may not understand, but what? He still kept it second and he still believed. You know, that's the point, man, that I wanted to bring out in the beginning. You know, like I said, whatever happens, look, again, the Lord did it for a reason. You know? You just bring a bit more than the rest of the
come. It says, "Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state."
Again, like I said, when you mentioned at your lowest, man. Again, the Lord is going to change you to be a stronger person. Again, if the Lord loved him, he chastened him. If he didn't, it would have been acceptable, man, right now, you know, to anything. But to show you that when they fell out, they wasn't part of it, man. Prime example. Again, we still here to this day, man. That's a beautiful thing. And Lord willing that we continue to keep pushing and not fall out to anything, man. That's the scripture said. Well, if possible, they should receive the lever elect. Like I said, I'm not gonna let somebody or something, whatever, for me to deteriorate my ultimate goal. That's why we're all here for. You know, again, like brother said before, come this truth. Why are you in this truth? Why are you here? You know what I'm saying? Why are you in this truth for? Are you here just to be part of it, or do you want something greater? You have to ask yourself that. You know, brother said what? Your worst enemy is yourself. You know, like I said, this is nobody else's. This is your race. You fight for what you believe in. Fight for that crown if you really believe in that, man. You know? That's all I wanted to say.
Nah, beautiful, because me and the brother was talking about this in the lesson yesterday. You know, we supposed to be on the low right now. We're not supposed to be walking around with our head high, you know, living it up on the side. We're supposed to be the low, because why? What? We are the meat. Now, right, what the scriptures say, though, the meat shall what? Inherit the earth. You know what I mean? So we can't walk around with no, what we going to boast about? You know what I mean? it says be patient, because why? It says fight the good fight to the end, roughly paraphrasing, you know? Fight the good fight of faith, man, endure to the end, man. So we gotta keep, if you walk around and we seen that with brothers in the truth. They might have been head of the camp or very eloquent speakers, you know, and then you start seeing that arrogance, you know, and one of my favorite scriptures, Galatians 6:3, man. You can't think that you're bigger than the program, man. You know? So I give verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Yeah, if I may add, because the reason why gold is put into the fire is to what? It's to purge out those impurities, man. We have a lot of impurities within us. The brother Abayi was bringing out earlier that we got certain fears, we got certain things that are within us that the Lord has to purge out for us to be put on that chariot, man. You know, so we have to be put to the fire, man. You know, Peter said, thinking not strange or something happens unto you, okay, concerning your fiery trial. This is a trial, man, and we're going to be put through that fire, man. And let's believe this shit is going to get hot, man. Because, hey, we serving the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. He's in control of everything, man. You know, so whatever you think that may be the worst, hey, I guarantee you it's something way worse that a brother may be going through, man.
Yeah, I was talking, I brought up the clip of the Edomite set himself on fire. You hear him screaming, well, the Lord said he's going to bring us through the fire. So we're going to be put through a situation that's going to have us like a person entering fire. It's going to be hard, man. It's going to be hard.
I mean, think about it. Anything that you want that has value, you want to appreciate. You want to try it. Even with your woman. If you would, come on, man. Jake know how they do with their women. They throw little tests out. Let me see if she's for me. You going to try her to see if she's worthy or for you to deal with her. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Lord's doing with us. He got to try us. He ain't just going to pick, all right, you can come in. No, I got to try to make sure you're worthy of this crown.
That's right.
And this blessing, because I sent my son somewhere else to make a place for you. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through it, man.
Yeah.
And you should take that. It says it right there. Take it on cheerfully, man. You know?
Everything requires a test. You know, getting your driver's license.
Right.
You know, getting a certain job. You know, you get a certain application, you get answer questions and so on and so forth. If you don't pass that test, you don't go to the next step. You don't progress. So it's the same thing with these little tests that the Lord, you know, throw at us. We have to progress, man. And I guarantee you, these tests are only going to get harder. But as they get harder, we grow stronger.
Yeah, they straight to the point that I just wanted to bring out, man. You know, it's again, can you get the president got them? Just go ahead and get Ecclesiastes 5. The president got them. No, Ecclesiastes 5:1, because we ain't get that. And somebody get yeah, you got that. I think it's 4 and 7. Yeah, 4 and 7. Whoever got a call.
No,
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 5, starting at verse 4, it says, when thou vowest a vow unto Yahweh, defer not to pay it, for he have no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed.
Yeah, again, you know, stick with your word, man. You know, like I said, again, why are you in this truth, man? You know, like I said, you can't handle the things now, man. Just, I mean, at this point, you might as well just leave the truth, man. You know, just leave. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, save yourself the trouble to come out here every Saturday. Just, you know what I mean? Do what you got to do. You know what I mean? That you did back in the world, man. Because at the end of the day, you just hurting yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You just get more judgment on yourself.
You just wasting time. You could be a nigga. Go fucking. You can rob.
Yeah.
Think of the possibilities.
Yeah.
You can rob niggas. That ass. Like, if you somebody in the world, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Do what you've been doing in the world, man. Like I said, there's no point of you come out
here. Because you go
to
face the judgment of the 2/3.
Yeah. Regardless.
So do 2/3 shit.
Because the Lord said he don't want nobody lukewarm. You know what I mean? He don't want nobody that like hopscotch, you know, halfway in, halfway out. Yeah,
because the work that you're doing now is going to be forgotten anyways. The scripture said it.
That's what the
it's like,
you know, that's that Israelites that's halfway in and halfway out. You might as well be all the way in as well, because the Lord said he will spew you out of his mouth either way.
Yeah, like I said, you know what I mean? Like I said, everything you store in your bank account is gonna, you know what I mean, the Lord gonna forget about it. Because I mean, because what you already focused up, so what's the point of keeping it?
Because you gotta think, somebody that's in the truth, but is being a nigga when nobody's around, his conscience is very heavy. You know what I mean? Think about it, because he might be at home cutting up when brothers ain't around, but when he around, you know, that conscience ain't like, shit, man, you know what I mean? I'm around these brothers fighting for this, and I know I'm out here doing some shit I ain't got no business doing, man, you know?
You see, but a lot of times with that though is, when you got demons on you, you lack the spirit of conviction. So a lot of times guys don't even feel that.
Yeah, that's true.
They'll be by themselves and really don't give a fuck because they lack the spirit of conviction. Because a demon is on them. That's why a lot of people in this world can do the shit that they do. They don't have this conviction like we have. And this is fucked up. Nigga, run that shit out. Blow your goddamn thing. That nigga don't feel bad about what he doing to you. He gonna go do it again.
Yep.
But you about to add on?
No, I was about, and also that also means why these guys leave camps and have that lone wolf spirit, so they can do whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? They don't have, because if a brother is somewhat sincere, if I know this brother's fighting for his crown and he's being a sincere brother, but I'm being a nigga, man, let me get on up out of here. You know what I mean? I need to go do my own thing. You know what I mean? You know?
Just like for example, like you listen to content can't say, yeah, I didn't agree with Campy, so I'm just doing my own thing.
Yeah.
You know, you do the videos, you know what I'm saying? I try to join GMS and, you know, just, you know, we just part of the ways. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. So I'm just doing my own thing. Besides what you're joking around, but go ahead.
Nah, but that and they don't
No,
want
bro,
to.
that happened in the past. You know, so we try to find good messages and work out.
Also, mean that also goes to brothers that don't want to take correction and rebuke too as well. You know what I mean? You know, the brothers that's on what we speaking on, you know, they don't want to deal with correction or somebody telling them, hey, you going on. You know what I mean? That's another reason why. But like the brother Vaya is saying, you got the flip-flop, niggas who just don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
And that's a 2/3 spirit, I mean.
Yeah, so that's why we saying if you're being a nigga, go ahead and be a full-fledged nigga then. You know what I'm saying?
Because the 2/3 they hate the prophets, man, and it's really gonna show within these latter days. We correcting them, telling them to repent to the Lord. You know, don't take the shit.
Right.
You know, be aware of your enemies and so on and so forth. Read the scriptures, fast, pray. We telling our people all these different things. We're piping onto them, right? But what they constantly hate us, man. And it's going to show, man, when that persecution come to arise, man. When they want us dead and so on and so forth.
Hey, it says in the scriptures, a rock, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you shall lead me the day of thy troubles, man. You know, you don't know if we're a brother or not. You know, so. Sure. Like I said, I think I said that's what the scripture like. Everything is prophesied, man.
That's why I get frustrated when you see brothers leave the camp. That make you be like, yeah, man, you supposed to be fighting. Even if you still out there teaching, man, you're not being a brother, yo. Like, cause you know everybody got different things about them. You know, might not vibe with a brother like that. But what's at the end of the day, man? What is our common goal? Yeah, what is our common goal? Yeah, man. So when you see somebody that, even if they still out there teaching, you're like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That could have been prevented, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, just like we had somebody, you know, call his name, you know, talking about like, dog, that could have been prevented, bro. But again, you did it upon yourself. Like I say, it wasn't anybody. Like you did this upon yourself, so you thought that you can, you know, do better. Unfortunately, come to find out now, you want to regret it and come back like, bro, why do you have, bro? Again, wisdom, man. You know, like I said, brothers don't think before they do stuff, man. Until they, now you're getting judged. Now all of a sudden, it's too late now. You know, it is what it is. Now you got to do your own thing now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you don't do the work. It just won't be the same without brothers, man.
Yeah, that reminds me of one scripture. You know, it goes into many have fallen upon me, saying, Lord, Lord, I have not prophesied in thy name. Get thee and far from against me. And a lot of these people that may have fall on us, they're gonna try to come back and say, no, I did prophesy, I did go on the highways, I did do the lessons. I just, you know, fell off. I was catching it. You know how it is. Catching hell. Babylon was getting the best of me and so on and so forth.
See, that's how you know you're not chosen, because one thing about this truth, and the elders always say this, you may think you know yourself, but this truth is gonna show you things about yourself you didn't even know or realize or paid attention to, you know, about yourself. Like, damn, I am emotional. Damn, I do got pride. Damn, I am lazy. Damn, I am this, I am that. Fuck. And a lot of guys, they don't end up passing the test. You can be sincere and want to be a Hebrew Israelite and want to be a part of the camp, but you just, once those impurities start being revealed, you realize, damn, I can't overcome this shit. You're just not chosen at the end of the day.
Yeah,
that's what this truth does, and it's only going to, as we get closer, it's only going to reveal more and more about us that we, you know, the Lord hates, you know. So you may think that I'm good, I'm straight. But to the Lord put you through certain situations with a brother or with somebody in the world or just a situation in general that reveals something about yourself. You be like, damn, now you're faced with a situation. How do you handle it? The scriptures tell you how to handle it, but only the chosen are going to handle it according to the way the scriptures tell you.
And like I said, when you get faced with them adversities, remember, Satan back there waiting. Like I said, them demons they working out. You know what I mean? So when you have something, you gotta be on guard because Satan will creep up on you, have you start thinking all different type of ways and stuff, man. And look, we don't want to make our cross heavier than it has to be. You know what I mean? As they said,
Yeah, kind of. That's another thing too. So even though you might be going through adversities or whatever, you have Satan fucking with your mind and have you doing shit and thinking shit and acting out a certain way. So you have to be cognizant of that as well, because that shit will take you out of your character. And the character that you want to maintain is a spiritual character. So even if you feel as though you're going off in some shape, form, or fashion, that's why it's important to have brothers, let you know when you're going off, right? You're like, hey, boom, So that's the beautiful thing. And to depart from that puts you at the hands of Satan, and his demons, So
true, this brother Mother's out there with me for a long time. He'll tell you if it's a situation without going into record, but he'll tell you just see I needed this brother by me. The brother like, hey, brother Conrad, it's just how that brother. But having a brother like that by you, it will be sent to you sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Just to give a little bit of testimony. Sometimes you'll be out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? But you don't even know in that moment you out of pocket.
Yeah, right.
In this flesh.
Yeah, right, because you're right in your own mind.
Is there? Or you allowing your emotions to supersede what's important. And you might not have the strength to supersede yourself. You may need a brother like that, brother. You know what I'm saying? And you're right. You're right.
Shit, can't go
So
that's why you should call it a blessing that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has put you around men and has given you that spirit of discernment, because you have to discern within yourself as well.
Yeah, the scriptures say that.
Yeah.
Examine thyself whether you be in the faith.
Yeah, right. Yeah, constantly. You gotta constantly endure. You gotta constantly. This is a constant examination. It ain't a day where you should go by and you like, nah, I'm good. No, you're never good. There's no good. So you gotta constantly fight them demons. That plague your mind, that may plague your body, that may plague other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Satan likes to do whatever he needs to do with whatever he needs to do it to. He can do with other prophets. He can have other prophets give you false information. So you got to be cognizant of that thing. That's why these scriptures are very important. You know what I'm saying? It's like that prophet, that Yahweh said, don't stay on the path, do what I told you to do. Don't divert. And this other prophet was like, come on to my house. And that prophet actually went over that other prophet's house and was put to death. But nonetheless, stay on the path. Stay on the path.
Again, I said, becoming the truth, you do with something, but you have to prove yourselves, man. The scripture talks about prove a friend, I guess you just don't be nobody, just be cool. It don't work like that, man. You gotta prove. How to prove somebody is in the darkest times, man. You call a brother, hey brother, I really need you, man. You gonna be there for me? Yeah, I got you, bro. I'm out there, man. The question is not, damn, I'm doing something right quick, with such and such, man. I'll be there. I try to be there eventually. It's like, no, man. It's either you come or not, man.
A friend will be known as adversity.
Yeah, it's like a treasure, man. Like the university.
Yeah, adversity might not come to you. You might have been in the truth 3-4 years and haven't experienced an adversity with a brother yet. You know what I'm saying? And then that's a new battle. You know what I'm saying? Or adversity, just anything. It could be years before you experience certain situations. That's why a lot of guys fall out, a lot of things happen, and it changes things, you know what I'm saying? But if you already have the wisdom, but it's whether you're going to apply it in that situation. Like I was just saying, which is key. Your emotions, you may not have the strength to supersede your emotions, your pride. That's why you got to work on knocking that shit off. Because it may not be a brother near you in that day and time to tell you, hey, all chill. It may just, the Lord may just have you by yourself. And you ain't got the strength to overcome that demon. Because you ain't been doing the necessary things. And now your emotions supersede what you know is right. Your pride supersedes what you know is right. And that's when you start to lack conviction. And now that demon is starting to whip. You know?
Right.
A lot of these guys that have fallen out, going back to your point, you know, these ex-heads and these, you know, these top speakers, quote unquote top speakers, they allowed their emotions to supersede what was important. Their pride, their ego. And they lacked conviction because the demon took over them. They know what's right. They've been teaching for over a decade. But the emotions and pride supersede. And they don't have the strength to overcome that demon. They don't. Because they ain't chosen. That's what it boils down to. Nobody can save a fallout. He wasn't chosen.
Scary thing, man. I said, you never know when the test gonna come, you don't know if you're gonna pass it. That's why, again, like brother said, you gotta use wisdom even when the time comes, you gotta apply it. I mean, it's like I say, it's easier said than done. Like I say, I'm pretty sure we all had a test, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had a test. If they don't, it's gonna come eventually, man. Like I said, it's not gonna stop. It's gonna continue to. Like I said, stuff that we're going through now is not gonna get compared to Jacob's trouble, and we know that for a fact. Like I said, because it ain't gonna be. It's gonna be so fast, so instant, man, that I can't even imagine, man.
Like Apostle Ramallah said, if you ain't catching no hell, you ain't doing something right, man. You know what I mean? You're not, and it's just, you know, being in truth, you learn to realize that, hey, yo, it's suffering for a reason. The Lord is testing you. So if you're not getting tested at all, like, everything is smooth sailing for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you got to re-examine. You got to go back to the drawing board, man, you know? You got to really examine yourself, you know?
Or just know you about to get hit with a fucking storm.
Yeah.
Because you could be a brother that ain't really with you, but if you've been in 2 years, 3 years, then the Lord gonna rain a year on you from pits of hell. Everything just start going wrong. Everything.
You mean all I gotta stand out here for 2 hours?
Yeah, right.
I can do that. I got good knees and everything. Ankles don't hurt. I can do this.
Wait.
Oh yeah. Scriptures I was reading, bring them out.
You still read that. It's fine.
Yeah, let's finish those off.
Yeah, real quick. Go ahead and bring that up real quick.
Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 5, it says, it's better, Shalaki says, better is it that thou shouldest not vow, that thou shouldest vow and not pay. Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin, neither say thou before the angel that it was in error. Wherefore should Yahweh be angry at thy voice and destroy the work of thy hands?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much simple. I mean, ultimately, you know, it's just truth, man. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, you're going to make that Heavenly Father angry, man. He's going to lose faith in you. That's what it says, care upon the Heavenly Father, for he cared for you. So if you took the Heavenly Father, that means that it's right for him to forsake you back, because at the end of the day, you did it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame nobody but yourself. Like I said, for I'm talking about just speaking in general, ain't for you to get out of the camp or anything like that, it's really, you know what I'm saying, it's really upon you, because you're the one that did it. Now, of course, it's possible to come back, but you know what I'm saying? But hey, it's all up to the Heavenly Father if you see fit, man. If not, you gotta.
We ain't in that time, man.
Yeah.
Don't give them that bone. We ain't in that time of leaving the body.
No,
and then
I'm
come
just
back.
saying, because
them days are over.
I don't know what that's it. I'm speaking from my own
Them
opinion.
days are over, man. Because if you can't see what's more important right now, I don't know what to tell you. Because we at the end of this thing, the elders been saying this. We not in the same time we was when we first came in, brother. You can make them mistakes. 2-3 years down the line, you get called back for a year, 2 years. You can't move around like that. Jake gotta know what's important. What's important is the truth. It ain't what you got going on in your life. You have to put this truth before you and everything else that you got going on. I don't give a fuck if you don't like the situation, it don't matter. Get the situation done because it affects the body and the truth. You gotta fix. I don't care how it makes you feel. You gotta tend to that. That's the Lord's fault. Or you think yourself bigger than it. Right? You think what you got going on is more important than what the Lord's ministry. And if you do, then you need to just go.
All right. Bring that out.
Yeah.
That was
The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 4, verse 7. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith.
This is precious, man. Like, you know, even with us, the only reason we was allowed back then was because that wasn't us. That wasn't us that initially did that shit. But this is precious, man. This is the most precious thing on planet Earth. You don't discard it and then think you can just grab it back like that. This is not how it works. It's a it's the most precious gift Yahweh Shem Shah is giving right now.
Oh yeah, I can just get it back and get it.
No, it don't work like that. And it's not gonna work like that. And that's why we have the elders that we have. Because they deal with you with oh, you doing that? Whenever something gets up to the elders, how do they handle it?
Cut it off.
They don't even, because by the time it gets to them, they don't even want to hear. They don't even want to hear what happened, because they don't always went up the chain of command. What you say he did? Okay, then let them know. Every time that I've heard an elder make a decision on a situation, they don't even give a fuck. They just make it. Oh, okay, cool. Tell him to give his walking baby. And that's how it should be, because you took for granted the most precious thing that you could have had.
Makes sense.
Go ahead, brothers.
Verse 8. Henceforth, there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the righteous judge, shall give me at the day, and not to me only, but unto them also that love his appearing.
Yeah, man, go to show you, man, that crown, man, that Yahushua gives us. Because what? We kept the faith unto the end and we did the work that we were supposed to do, man. You know? And after that, like I said, you know, good story, like I said, you know what I'm saying? This is just, hey, at least greatness to greatness forever, man. You know, so we can achieve, man. And, you know what I'm saying? We gotta do whatever it means to can, you know. Like I said, we constantly sacrifice the ones that we love or whatever we gotta do to achieve that goal, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, something greater is gonna come out of that, man. Again, we gotta believe. Gotta hold fast to that crown, man. Like brother said before, man, work out your own salvation free on journal, man. This is on you. You know what I'm saying? How badly do you want it, man? You know, I always say, you know, as I said at the beginning, I say either you're somebody or you're not, man. You know, and I'm pretty sure that I can test all of us that we want to be somebody, man. In righteousness and humbleness, man. Not just be, you know, a nobody coming back to the kingdom, head down, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we all want to be the first fruits, we all want to be the crown. We all want to see this devil go down, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a one-time event. Man, you know, it's gonna be remembered forever through our generation to generation, through our children and children. And that's something that we want to have.
And these years will become in vain. I mean, look how fast 2024 going by.
Yeah, that shit.
It's like the years don't even have feeling no more to it. Shit is just people just going through the goddamn motions.
That's the key word.
You just working, paying bills, doing whatever you do, and then the months just fly fucking by.
Even I get tired.
So this shit is over with, man. You got to take hold of this, man.
I'm saying, your kid's gonna
This is
be
the only thing that
5
matters.
years old for the next year. You try to say, oh my damn.
That was it, though?
Yeah, that was it. You know. So yeah. So with that, man, hopefully brothers edify another beautiful lesson, man. You know, come out here diligently. We want to continue that, man. Keep pushing this word, man. Not just for for everybody, but also for ourselves, man. Because it's a fight, man. So we're going to keep fighting until the very end. Lord willing. So with that, hopefully brothers edified. It's another beautiful lesson. As always, it's Great Muslim Virginia. As always, we give you the latest news, article, lessons of the spirit by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. As always, first and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor due to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Just want to say double honors to the elders of Great Muslim who will teaching of the truth. And of course, say peace and blessings and salutation to your Akhmah that put the truth throughout the four corners of the earth, presenting to the best of their abilities. Scattered the four corners of the earth. But then we say Shalom. Shalom. Yahshua Allah. Shalom. Shalom.